but we are now. And so, good evening and welcome. We are at the game table. The weirdest thing is that I'm not casting aspersions on any individual because I was the one that was running late tonight due to traffic. It has been so long since any of us ever thought about traffic as a thing. Like, you really, for the last year and a half, it's been like nobody goes anywhere, so there's no such thing as traffic. And now the sign that there's traffic again that can make us late, that's kind of cool. It means we've hit that spot. But the best thing to come out of what we've been through is that I have learned how to run D&D games with friends online and made friends from all over the world. And tonight I'm playing with some of those friends from all over the country, which is really exciting. We're on the chapter 2 of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. And we're going to have some interesting things happen. But before we do that, I'm going to let all the players introduce themselves and who they're going to be playing tonight. And we're going to go around I'd say we're going to go around the table. I have to move 2 people really fast here. And then I have to move somebody again.
I don't feel me moving.
There we go. Now everyone's in the right spot.
Nope.
Nope, still not right.
Everybody play musical frames here.
Musical frames here. Now everyone's in the right spot.
Yay.
There we go.
I was going to say, it would be pretty weird to be playing Adeline Momo's character since I don't have that sheet pulled up.
You could pull it off. And Nebula and Estaki, glad to have you two hanging out with us tonight, and thank you for feeding the Book of Fate. And so let's get that round robin going. Liz, can you kick us off with who you are and who you're playing tonight?
Who I am? That's complicated. I'm Liz Teig, and I'm playing Lorelei, who is a half elf with some dubious characteristics, but mostly I prefer to be known as an entertainer.
And then we'll roll around third tier. Who are you, and who are you tonight?
Hi, I'm Third Tier Gaming, your local Lantern Noir mod. Also a streamer myself over on my channel. I'm playing Lillian Roebling, an Elven Artificer, which is like a magic engineer with ADHD.
Mhm.
That works. Wings?
Hey everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. I'm playing as Ms. Hatchet. She is a human cleric of questionable reputation.
So that's what? Two out of 3 so far have questionable reputations. Momo?
Dubious, not questionable.
Sorry, dubious. Tell us about yourself and Adelina.
Hi, my name is Momo. I'm playing Adelina. She is a human fighter who's a bit of a meathead, and she loves to get into fights. And she's going to try to not get her party into too much danger, but that's probably going to be inevitable. That's kind of what she does.
Just here to talk.
Something like that. Okay, so do we have any outstanding questions from last time or other setups that we need to do before we get down to the action of the evening?
Like a quick recap of what happened last time?
That seems logical. You were all gathered at the... correct me if I'm wrong, but you were all gathered at the Yawning Portal for sundry reasons, wherein a brawl broke out between members of the Zents and the Xanathar gangs. Seeing as said brawl was a 5-on-1, you intervened on the 1 and caught the eye of Volo of Volo's Guide to Monsters. He pulled the 4 of you aside and said, hey, you look like aspiring adventurer types that would be willing to do some work for coin. Could you help find a friend of mine? Haven't seen him for a few days. So you set out, you did some clever detective work, tracked him back to a warehouse, and rescued someone that had been being held captive. Wasn't the guy you were looking for, but it was Renir Neverember, the son of one of the former Open Lord of Waterdeep. There seems to have been some mistaken identity, and Floon, the gentleman that you are searching for, was confused for Renair and carried off in his stead. You clean things up there, and that's pretty much where we left off, with a very short conversation with a captain of the guard that I was really excited to introduce, and then only had to do 3 things because you all did such great detective work. There was no need for further NPC exposition.
I was really excited to not be going to prison on account of there's a lot of people in prison who don't like Ms. Hatchet.
Uh-oh.
That's why you were so like, and we do exactly what the captain of the guard says. This is not someone I want to anger.
Yep. I think I remember from our interrogations / discussions. Well, I guess with this group, discussions could also count as swinging an axe. But
Waving it.
the information that we gleaned is that the guy that we're looking for got taken down into the sewers, and we need to follow, quote unquote, the signs in order to find him.
Yeah, the badges. Wasn't it?
It was like the snake badges.
I have to get my notebook.
Yes, I believe one of the lines used, follow the yellow signs in the sewers was one of the lines that the Kenku said before the guards showed up. And just to make this interesting, it appears that Floon and Rainier had been kidnapped by the Zentarian, who then got pounced by the Xanathar and took off with one of the 2 of them. So you have found yourselves right smack in the middle of a water-deep gang war.
Exciting.
I mean,
We brought our floaties.
Oh.
well, maybe if you're lucky, neither of them will try to kill you.
Can we take a short rest before venturing down into the sewers?
That's a good
Because
idea.
I don't want to get bit by a rat and then die.
Or turn into one.
Oh, that's a thing that can happen.
Yeah, I have
Waterdeep? Yes.
Don't speak that into existence.
Just saying.
I can neither confirm nor deny the presence of were creatures in Chapter 1 of this adventure.
Are we all aware of what we do when we take a short rest?
Hopefully recover HP.
Like
Yeah.
D&D Beyond wise or like character wise? Because I
That's
think
true.
my character just kind of goes into a trance.
Well, with D&D Beyond, you can just
Click the
with
button.
D&D
Like
Beyond,
short
you can just
rest.
Yep.
hit a button that says short rest,
Right.
and then it'll like bring up a thing that says what your hit dice is, and then when you regain hit points on a short rest, you're basically spending hit die. You roll any number of those hit die. At level 1, we only have one of them, and that'll be how much HP you recover.
Right. At level 1, you get basically one
okay.
short rest to recover hit points with, which is not a bad idea. And I don't think it actually displays your roll out to the table.
I haven't been able to get D&D to roll it for me. I usually wind up rolling it myself.
Yeah.
Speaking of, watch me roll a 1.
Nah.
Okay, that's
Do I click recover and rogue? I mean, entertainer? Do I click both?
You should only have to click one.
Huh. Okay.
And then you're going to want to roll. I think you're going to want to roll that D. Nope. Lillian's no. Lorelei is also in not great shape.
No, yeah, and I'm failing to do this properly, I think.
Okay. Well, then we can make it easy. Just have the system roll you a.
Confirm. I have to confirm.
Never mind. You found it.
It still did not do anything. What was that message? It was hidden behind the wine glass. Sorry, let me try again. Short rest taken. Relevant abilities have been reset, and yet I have gained no hit points.
That's okay, because you're gonna have to roll a D. What's a rogue D8?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to roll your hit dice yourself. D&D Beyond will reset all of your stuff, but it won't roll the hit dice for you.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought it was supposed to do, and it did not.
And Momo's gonna need to roll for her fighter a D12 or D10.
Okay, I'm sorry if I lost some context, but I can't just click like short rest and it'll like calculate it for me.
No,
No.
it's not quite that
That's what I
smart because
thought.
of the options that they provide.
Oh, okay then.
It's almost as good as push button receive bacon.
Okay, so just D10. Let's roll that then.
Yep.
Where
Roll
do
high.
It's
Where
like
do I
a,
have to-
it's
the
like
dice?
eating out of Sonic. You push button and then order bacon.
Liz, if you just want to roll a random die, just bottom left corner of the screen is the D20. Click on it and pull one up.
Wheel. One moment while I move this to a different screen that might show me that particular item.
And then
Oh,
what's that?
there it is. Got you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
my big
clicking-
screen doesn't work. What did I just say? D8. Whoa. There it is.
This just means we have to hit Lillian more often.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Did it roll?
I'll just misty.
No, it's gone.
I'm trying to get it to roll and I'm clicking on roll to everyone and it's not doing anything. I don't know if I missed something.
It should just go if you hit roll to everyone.
I did that and it didn't. Did you see a roll?
There it goes.
I see Lorelai's roll.
Because
Do
the
you?
DM did it.
I hit roll to everyone and now I've lost my entire friggin' character. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know
I'm so
what-
sorry, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
It wouldn't be a stream if
it-
something didn't go wrong.
This is just the glitch for the night.
If it's for the night out, that'll be good. Okay, here we go.
Right. The night.
Okay. There we
Okay.
go. So Adelina's back to full.
Okay.
We'll use up one of your lucky full roll. The only person who's still wounded is Lorelai, who's not in that bad a shape. Out of idle DM curiosity, where exactly are you planning to take this short rest?
Could I possibly have like a safe house somewhere in the dock wards?
You're going to take these three strangers there?
We could probably hang out in that warehouse. I mean, we
No, we
clear
can't.
on. Did we blow it up?
The guards are there.
Yeah, you blew the door off. The guards are there. There are dead bodies.
Fine.
I
I'll
just kind of want
take
to
you
sit
down
where-
the street to a different warehouse.
Just get a room at an inn.
We had to pay for that. That costs money.
But we're getting money. No, I won't. Never mind.
It's fine. If I need to abandon this safe house later, then I totally can. I'm not emotionally attached to this place.
We're trustworthy. Sort of. Rob, how many points did you roll for me on that D8?
4.
Thank you.
And then you add your constitution modifier.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you for the reminder.
Yep. I always forget.
Uh,
It's important.
They
Yes,
add up
it is.
at level 1. They add up.
Yes.
They do.
Okay. So I've got Lorelai at 8. All right. So if the board is good and we're happy with it, are you ready to head down into the sewers?
Oh, yeah.
Did you bring your good boots?
Obviously.
After walking back to your towards the safe house to take your rest and gather your thoughts, Renair's is going to suggest that perhaps he is best not accompanying you. It's not that he has a problem going into the sewer. He's just not entirely confident that he would be of use to you in a fight there.
You've been captive for 2 days, haven't you?
Yes.
Go home and sleep.
And when you find out what has happened to Dear Floon, you plan to do what with the information?
Well,
To the highest bidder, of course.
You're meeting Volo, correct?
yes.
Good. I'll have someone track him down so that I can get word immediately when he has it. You won't need to send a runner specifically to me, but I will want to know that he's all right.
Certainly.
He will bow deeply and take his leave of you at the entrance to the safe house, and then skedaddle. You have your sleep, and then I guess the next question is, are you looking for anything in particular, or just finding the nearest manhole cover and dropping into the sewers?
Well, we'd probably want to go into a manhole cover nearby the warehouse that he was taken from.
We're supposed to follow some sort of badges, right? I failed to find my notebook. It seems that some kind of dance costume explosion has occurred on my dining room table. But was it yellow badges? Where there was something about the badges?
He said follow the yellow signs in the sewer.
Yellow signs.
Yes.
Do we want to look and see if we find any sewer entrances with some sort of yellow markings so we know where to start?
Yeah, and that sounds like a good idea. Could what role would that be? Would that be perception or investigation? Probably.
Investigation.
Yeah. Maybe we should all roll in, or all try to investigate, see if we find anything.
That'll work for me.
21.
Jeez. Well, the artificer knows where y'all are going.
Right.
But she won't tell you unless you ask. Because she already assumes that you already know. Or the thought just hasn't crossed her mind that she should tell you.
Anybody see anything?
I see a man. Do I see anything, Rob?
You will see signs around one of the manhole covers that something has been dragged to it. There are some places where the mud is definitely cast off to the sides. It's been recently opened and closed.
And what? Currently, it's evening.
It's pretty much night at this stage.
Night at this stage. Yeah, it's definitely kind of weird that. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can do this in character. It's like, I guess everybody's all looking around, searching, and just like, hey, that's kind of weird. That manhole cover looks like it's been moved recently, but they don't generally do maintenance in the sewers at this time of day. Interesting. Anyways, what are we doing?
We're gonna go down that manhole cover that you just found.
Adelina, if you please.
Yes.
You do not need to roll.
Okay.
You can take 10 with a +3, and yeah, that thing pops right
Okay.
off. And you're able to drop right on down into it, which makes life easy.
As we're walking down, I take the time to explain why manhole covers are round and not square.
Really? Why is that?
Oh, it actually prevents the manhole cover from falling back down into the hole. See, if it was square, it could fall in such a way that it would actually fall back down the hole. But because they're round and the radius of the cover is always bigger than the hole itself, it can't fall in.
Fascinating.
I listen intently.
Also, manhole covers are very heavy and can be used as can bludgeon a person if you're not careful.
I like that. Maybe I should take one. No, it won't.
It won't fit down the
Doesn't
hole.
fit down the hole.
We just had that conversation.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Is there a ladder or are we jumping?
There's a ladder.
Oh, good.
They're modern enough that they understand the importance of getting in and out of the sewer for maintenance. Plus, the dung sweeper guild has to be able to go down there to do their work if there's any kind of a
Lovely.
backage or anything. Hey, someone's got to do it.
I'm gonna stick my head down there and kind of look in both directions with my elvish vision and see if I see anything
Look with your elvish eyes.
with my elvish eyes.
It's
My
They're
bride.
smiling.
it's dark.
Indeed.
Yeah, the sewer goes off. One goes off north and south. So you have your choice of directions to head. At least at this point.
Hatchet will keep watch while everybody else climbs in. And then when she goes down into the sewer, she taps her walking stick on the ground and casts light on the lion-headed figure at the top of it.
Ooh.
Light is handy.
Especially when a lot of us are humans.
Yep. Okay.
Split up and go opposite directions or go together?
Don't stray too far. Keep an eye out for anything that you could describe as a yellow sign.
Okay, so which two of you are going north and which two are going south?
Well, we'll need another light source if we're going to split up.
So I can use magical tinkering to imbue an object with light of 5-foot radius, or I have a lamp.
I also have a torch.
I don't know if we should light a torch in the sewer.
What? Why not?
Gas?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Won't a lantern do the same?
I don't know. Lantern, will it do the same?
Right, Lantern? Does lanterns do the same? Lantern?
Lantern is a flame. It might be easier to put out the lantern if necessary, however.
True. So
I actually don't know what the light radius on a lamp is to begin with.
I can look it up.
I assume it. I'm assuming it's more than 5 feet.
Yeah, probably. Light sources. Either way, who's going which direction? Are you indeed splitting up, or are you going to be sticking together?
Well, there's two different directions to go.
Well, how about I'll go with Hatchet and you guys can go together. And then we have one heavy hitter in each group.
Seems
Alright.
reasonable.
I imagine sound can travel pretty far down here. If you find anything, give a signal of some sort.
Okay, so who? I don't think I've quite got caught yet. Who's going with who?
Oh, I'm going with Adeline.
Got it. Okay, that'll be interesting.
Oh, right.
So you split up.
Away!
I mean, I have no idea what's going on. All I know is that I'm still talking with Adeline about interesting stuff about sewer infrastructure and actually how they had to jack up the city in order to construct these sewers.
Hey, wait, come back. Come back.
I also want to know, why not a triangle?
I think maybe I would like to go with Adelina. Would you mind terribly?
Well, I'm having a conversation with her.
It's too late. We're gone. You thought about that afterwards.
We're long gone.
You turn around and they're gone.
Just the sounds of why not triangles wafting back, echoing through the sewer. Okay.
And to answer that question, same issue with squares.
Well, Ms. Hatchet, I suppose we can go this way a little ways and then just run in the other direction to catch them if we don't see anything. Because you know they're not coming back.
We'll see. She turns around, starts meandering down the sewer as though it's just like a city street.
Slosh, 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 slosh. Yeah. Meandering.
Slogging.
Okay. Danae, do me a favor. Call low or high.
Low.
Okay. Thank you. You work your way around. I'm going to start with Adelina and Lillian. You work your way around the sewer begins to turn, and you come to another cross section. And none of the directions are marked with any kind of a symbol or a sign. So you pick do you continue or do you pick one at random?
I'm gonna let Lillian pick because Lillian
I
is smart
thought
about
I,
stuff.
I thought. I'm sorry. I wasn't listening. What's going on? No. This is actually IRL. I wasn't listening. What's going on?
Oh no, this is also Lillian as well. It's fine.
It works
I'm
out
just
fine.
like it works out fine. Doesn't matter.
So,
I'm just like, what's it? It was what you said. It splits off essentially.
right, it's a T intersection, but there doesn't seem to be any marks in any given direction from here.
Come back. Come back.
So you can continue to go south, or you can go off either east or west.
I say
hold on.
let's leave it up to chance, and if we don't find a sign, I guess we can go back to Miss Hatchet and Lorelai.
I wanna roll investigation and see if I can see if either of the tunnels has had any recent passage through, has any signs of somebody walking through them recently.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll it.
18.
Yep, definitely. If you continue off to the hang a left, there definitely has been signs of something being like brushed or scraped along the side of the sewer.
Does it appear to be something large or small?
Hard to tell. You can just see where like the muck has been like pushed down on either side.
Okay, so no sign of like a footprint or anything like that. It's just kind of.
Well, you're like standing in about 8 inches of water. And I use the term water loosely out of politeness to anyone with a sensitive stomach.
I mean, it's mostly water.
Is it though?
A lot of things are mostly water.
I'm mostly water.
Yeah.
What do you think, Lillian? Which way should we go?
Well, it looks like something has been down here recently, heading off towards the left.
Ooh, I start heading left immediately.
Okay, just don't let me finish my sentence. But hey, wait.
I'm just going.
Hold
just
on,
going.
let me. Wait up.
Wait up! Wait up!
I have the light.
I would love it. Cutscene. I would love it if Miss Hatchet and Lorelai can both roll me a perception, please.
Oh boy. That's always a good sign.
Isn't it though?
Mm-hmm.
That's about a 24.
Thank goodness.
And a 2.
I love it when I roll good on things I'm supposed to be good at.
I'm poking at a spider web in the corner, not paying any attention whatsoever.
You come around to a T intersection. And as you approach it, you can notice that straight ahead of you there's a ladder that goes up to some kind of an access point. There's no light coming down through it, so it's really hard to make out what it might be. And you can see, like, on the wall opposite you, but off to the left, there's a yellow marked circle with a bunch of tick marks sticking out of it in every direction, totaling 10.
Hatchet's going to move her walking stick up next to it so she can examine it in detail.
As you start to walk up towards it, out of the corner of the eye, you spot motion as a grapefruit-sized creature with a bulging central eye and 4 stumpy eye stalks
No!
rises up from a corpse of a rat it was nomming on and looks at you with all 5 of its eyes.
I'm just gonna freeze.
And we cut scene. Hey, you guys elected to split the party. I'm going to torture you now by leaving you at every perfect cliffhanger. That's what I do. I don't like it when they split the party. Split up. Yeah. Why not triangles? Okay. Meanwhile, Lillian and Adelina continue to work their way around, and you see like the orange glow around a bend ahead of you of another light source. How do you approach?
Ooh, I wonder what that is. Not cautiously at all.
Just, I'm going to go investigate. Slosh, 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 slosh.
I guess I'm just gonna back her up. You know,
Oh,
honestly, I've just completely forgot what we're doing down here. You know, I'm admiring the mortar on the brickwork. It's like, man, they need to probably redo some of this. They're gonna have some issues here in a few years.
And Lillian is thinking maybe it's an enemy to fight. Possibly has also forgotten the main reason why we're down here. So, not Lillian, Adelina. So Adelina is going to
are you
just keep-
charging or are you just walking briskly to see who it is?
yeah, like just walking normally until I can maybe make out what the light is. And I will just keep going towards it until
Okay.
I can figure it out.
You slush around the bend and you're met with a silhouette of a figure with a light source of some kind opposite you. So their body is completely just a black shadow and backlit. They're shorter than you, but about as wide as they are tall. And they're working a broom down the sides of the sewer itself to pull any gunk down into the water and then pushing it forward. And then flips the broom around and pulls down a few more on the other side and pushes it forward. And is just making their way along.
Excuse me, do you work here?
And you're immediately blinded as they turn around and the lamp they have on top of their hat immediately hits you with a beam of white light.
Can you lower your
Oh,
head down a little bit?
What you guys doing down here? This isn't a place that you should just be. You're not members of the guild. This is guild territory right now. We're working down here. Nobody not in the guild should be here. We have serious liability issues.
Don't worry, we were here for...
I put a hand on Adeline's shoulder and it's like, hold on, I think I've got an answer to this. I whisper to her. I cast Prestidigitation, cantrip level 0,
Okay.
and I create an image of a sewer guild member's card,
Okay.
and I show it to the gentleman. It's like, oh no, we're fine to be down here. We're just inspecting, you know.
And she kind of pulls her hat down to look at it, and you realize it's a dwarven woman. She's got some pretty good whiskers going, so the confusion's logical.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks, oh, so wait, which part are you washing then? Because I've got from here all the way up past Pond Street.
Oh no! You don't understand. We're a part of the new wing of the guild that is inspecting the sewer construction. I don't know if you've noticed back there, but the mortar work on the brick is starting to crumble a little bit.
Oh,
Wait.
that's the Masons Guild's in charge of that. They are
No.
hard to get down here.
Yeah, and see, that's why they created this wing for us, is because we are doing our own inspections now.
Ooh, I remember. I have a question. I'm sorry to interrupt, but very important, and it's totally related to the masonry work. But have you noticed any
Triangles.
yellow signs, markings?
Oh,
What was
we
it?
don't sweep where we see those. Those are the signs of the Xanathars.
Bum, bum, bum.
Cutscene.
Okay.
Speaking of which, would
Having
you,
way too much fun with this.
would you two like to roll initiative?
Oh, I'm terrified.
Oh, yeah. Wait till you see my plan.
I got a 14.
14 for Hatchet and a 9 for Lorelei.
Sadly.
So 9, 14.
Can I scream before I act? Because that is my first response. Screaming, hand waving, running.
And hang on, let me put that up where we can all see it. There we go. The faced thing turns to face you and bares its fangs, and Ms. Hatchet has the first action.
Bonus action, shillelagh, standard action, baseball.
That sounds great. What do the dice have to say about that effort?
Let's see. It's gonna be a 21 to hit
Jeez.
and a 5 bludgeoning damage.
That's not bad. That definitely took the wind out of it.
That's it for me.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Well, it has 2 targets in front of it, so it can do one of these at each of you. So that works out really good.
That's concerning.
Isn't it though? And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay, I'm gonna grab some dice here. So it's gonna hit with that. I need Ms. Hatchet to give me a quick strength save.
18?
Okay, no problem. One of the eye stalks fixes on you, and you can feel like a wall of force start to push you out of melee range with it. And you just sort of like plant your rear foot in the muck and block it without a whole lot of trouble. Liz, I need Lorelei to give me a quick wisdom save.
Oh, God, of course.
Okay. Well, here's
Oh,
the
no.
good news. This fits really well with what you had planned to do. So this actually changes next to nothing. You are now, Lorelei is now officially frightened, which means you have disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls while you have a line of sight to the creature, and you can't willingly move any closer to it. You are, however, free to move as far away as you like.
Well, Hatchet's not running. So despite the fact that that is my first instinct on this motion.
But before you get there, it is also going to take a bite out of Miss Hatchet for 2 damage.
Oh, no.
As its fangs close down on her, since it was unable to push her away, it'll just nom down on her arm and start to like shake a little bit like a dog.
Bad.
As best it can. So what is Lorelei doing?
All right. Well, so it hasn't forced me to flee. So I should be within reach because Ms. Hatchet and I were together, correct?
Yes, but you are frightened.
All right. Well, I will scream while attempting to stab it with my short sword.
Ah, stabby, 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 stabby. Okay.
I'm not rolling well.
And you gotta roll it again, too. that pesky fear thing is we roll twice and take the lower of the two.
Yeah.
It's actually not that hard to hit.
No, well, that's good.
So your 14 did connect. Give me some damage. And then the other two of you can hear the scream in the distance, reverberating down the tunnel.
But do I have 2-weapon attack or no? I do have 2-weapon fighting, so I get a try with the dagger. Oh, we're slightly improving these rolls. Oh, good. Okay.
Wow. Yes, please continue to give me all of your awesome rolls now.
Oh no.
All
right.
I'm the little guy. In utter sheer panic, Lorelei just fillets the thing.
Screaming the whole time. Ah! Awful. Horrifying. Help!
Do we need to roll a perception check?
No.
No.
You can
So-
hear that.
A lot of
probably.
screaming.
We can hear that.
Shrieking,
Did you
in
guys-
fact.
I guess we're mid-sit. I guess we're at the point where it's like, that's the Zenithars, or
Yes.
however it's pronounced. And then suddenly Lillian's just like,
Yes.
"Did you guys hear something?"
Oh, that sounds bad. And then she turns around and starts sweeping the other direction. You
believe-
you don't live to be 120 by following sounds like that. No, you do not.
Oh wait, do I get my
120.
sneak attack?
It's dead.
Oh, it's dead.
It's dead.
Okay, I neglected. You didn't say that, and I'm not reading all the screens because I can't manipulate that many things.
You
I stab it anyway, a lot. I do a little dance on it.
She keeps on stabbing it while
Still screaming.
I don't think no, you do not. You would not be applying. By the way, in retrospect, you would not be applying your sneak attack damage because you are attacking with disadvantage,
Oh, correct.
and that would
Thank you.
undo it. You either normally would
Yes.
need to have advantage, or
Correct.
Somebody else within 5 feet. But disadvantage, I believe, cancels that, and if it doesn't, it does.
Which makes
tonight.
sense. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Which then allows you to summon to your side Lillian and Adelina as they come to see why you are dancing on what looks like, as you approach, a very squashed grapefruit. And
Literally box jumping on it.
and a couple of smashed cucumbers.
Oh, wow.
You could have at least saved some for Adelina.
Aw, no
Nope.
fear.
Nope,
You guys.
couldn't. You get the next one. I get 100%. Horrible.
Aw, no fair. You guys got to fight whatever that was. Without us, we were just doing boring information gathering.
Oh, good. What did you find?
Uh
I'm looking around for more of those horrible creatures.
oh,
Well,
there is.
apparently,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was sorry, interrupting. Well, I mean, other than some poor mason work, we did run into one of the sewer cleaner guild. They mentioned that they do not clean the yellow markings because it's the sign of the Zenithars.
Right.
Hatchet is examining the wound on her arm, just kind of flexing her hand. And she's all like, well, what a coincidence. And she moves her walking stick to show the sign that we found.
Oh, so you guys picked the right way. Cool.
Ah,
Apparently, we just follow the filth. Since they don't clean this area.
hey, she's doing her best.
No, that's a good point, actually. Let's keep an eye out for areas with more filth.
So awesome. I was hoping for more filth because the cleanliness of the sewer is depressing.
Hatchet will lead the way.
Can we patch
for the
up
next
the hatchet
sign.
whatsoever? Can we fix that and help that in some way?
Give me a second.
Anybody have any bandaging?
Yeah, I do. I should.
I mean, at least pour some wine on it or something. That thing is nasty. You don't. That's no good.
It's superficial, I assure you.
I mean, you should at least wash it with some soap. I hand you a bar of soap. It's like, gotta keep it clean. Don't want to get in. Don't want to get sick. The miasma will get you.
She she looks down at the bar of soap and looks at, like, you know, looks for any source of water to wash
I offer
with.
a flask of rot gut.
Oh, I've got a water skin too. I hand you that. I was like, oh right, we're in a sewer.
I recommend the booze.
Something good and 120 proof.
She'll take the booze, splash it on her arm, and then like I imagine like we have some bandages or something like that, and she'll like pull the bandages tight with her teeth. She says, "Are we all pleased?"
Yes. No, we're not. That was horrible, and we want no more to do with them.
Yes, indeed.
So,
Eric, you just
Go
missed a wonderful little combat with a geyser, which is a mini beholder.
Holderkin.
Beholder.
Yes, a beholder about the size of a grapefruit.
Are they quite common here in the sewers or in this area, or are they?
Not terribly. I mean, this
So
is the
it's-
first time that Lorelai's seen one. That she
Yeah,
remembers.
because I thought it was a real one, and I was not happy.
Well, let's
I
consider
figured if
that
there's
maybe.
little ones, they're gonna be big ones, and those. Oh no. Mm-mm.
Let's consider that maybe Lillian is a wealth of all useless knowledge. Have there been recent reports that I would have picked up on that may have mentioned like beholders in the sewers?
Well, there's the rumors that a beholder runs the one of the gangs in town.
I wonder
Oh,
which
no.
one that could be.
But those are rumors. Nobody really believes that. Oh, except for that one guy whose cousin got eaten by it.
Well, I mean, I would say considering that there's one down here, there's bound to be more.
And fun fact, a
Little
dragon.
ones hang out with the big ones.
Are the little ones the babies?
I'm trying so hard not to share all of the information that Wings knows about beholders.
I just know I want nothing to do with them.
I'm like, oh my god, they're asking all of the questions.
It's like,
And they're first level, so they're not getting any answers.
I know.
no, I'm
Well,
just.
Lily's
I-
sort of like,
Let's call it Nights in the
like,
Courtyard. I will regale you with all of the useless information later.
oh gosh. All right. Regardless, let's proceed.
I mean, it's.
But
I'm
if one
just
of those
basically.
big ones shows up, I'm gonna run away. I'm telling you this right now. I'm out of here.
Sounds like you have a good sense of self-preservation, and we should all follow suit.
Follow suit.
Yep.
What about Adelina?
No.
Someone drag her. It's fine.
Miss
I'm
Death Run,
coming.
I assure you that would be a glorious death.
Either that or we're going
Or
to re-roll Adelina as a Kender fighter.
It has. I don't know if it has anything to do with glory. It's just fun.
Which, by the way, Eric, welcome to everyone that came with you on the raid. Well, we're glad to have you guys hanging out tonight. And fun fact, dragon refers to a gold piece in Waterdeep. It is the standard of currency.
Oh.
Oh, there's so many different fun currencies in Waterdeep.
Oh, I think I
There are
remember you
smaller
explaining
faces
this
called
before.
nibs.
Yep. Well, there may be a fire-breathing animal at some point tonight. Shh. We can't give it all the way now.
Honey, we're level 1.
Speaking of,
Continuing on,
All right.
yes.
What direction is this thing directing
it
us?
would be taking you towards the west.
Okay. Well, this conversation continues as we walk down the sewer system, and Hatchet just kind of moves her walking stick to the walls and periodically checks for signs.
Okay. You follow a couple more similar markings as you turn left and right and make your way along. Before the tunnel, or as the box text says, the main sewer tunnel expands into a circular hub with a pair of arrow slits carved into its outer walls, directly across from each other. 2 passages continue to the north and south. A stone wall is set into the back wall of a stone ledge to the west. For context, I have this mapped out on page 2. And for arrow slit, there's one here and one here. And they are not hidden. I mean, they're, a good 6 inches wide, 3 feet up and down. So you can get a really nice shot if you wanted to. And then the sewer continues this direction. And there's a ledge right here that's about, well, the best way to describe it is high enough that you're not in the mud anymore.
Which direction did we approach from?
You are coming from the east.
Okay.
And then
And
Can we quietly peek into those arrow slits? Because a sewer seems like a strange place for an arrow slit.
isn't it though? And there's
I don't know if I would want to
Am I about to lose an
put
eye?
my. I don't know if I'd want to put my face in an arrow slit.
I don't.
it's pretty harmless.
Well, here's the rub. The thing about arrow slits is that if anything's going to come out of them, they probably already would have by now.
Oh, are we
Well,
in
we
front
haven't
of them?
stepped out into that area.
No, you can see them from where you are, and the only one that,
Oh.
as you kind of like take a stock, the one that's over here might just be able to cover you,
I see.
but you're able to
All
get
right.
Is
close enough where you can spot it, and then from that location glance over here and go, oh look, there's another one there that kind of has line of sight to this area.
That being the case,
is there any light being produced from them?
Yes, there's a very dull orange light backlighting this one over here.
huh?
Which one over here?
The
That
one on the northwest corner. The southeast corner is dark.
As soon as we become aware of those arrow slits, Hatchet's gonna kind of like put a hand out to stop everybody from walking, and she's gonna put out her light. And then she's going to pat Lorelei on the back and give her some guidance and say, "Why don't you go ahead and take a look?"
Oh, friggin' great.
Don't be the rogue.
Chose to play a rogue
Hey, why does she get to go take a look first?
because she can be quiet about it.
All right. I am going to go
And roll me a stealth.
quietly. Here it is.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna look in the okay. I guess I'll go peek in one that has the light coming from it.
Okie dokie. I can work with that. Let's see. That room is not too terribly big. As you peek in, you get a pretty good view of the room. So it looks like that, and then it goes like that. And 1, 2, 3. And that's about what you can make out from the light. Dump. There's just some shadows over at the far end of the room. And there's actually another alcove carved there.
Okay.
There's a candle in the far corner that's down to like its last inch. And there is a goblin asleep on a stool directly in front of the arrow slit. He's just sort of like slumped.
Can I reach him through the arrow slit?
Maybe you could poke him.
I don't want
But I don't.
poking is not what I had in mind.
As far as like making an attack goes, I'm not sure that's going to happen.
All right. Okay, well then I'm just gonna let him keep sleeping, and I'm gonna try to sneak across the room and peek in the other.
Where it's dark.
Yes.
It is. Give me a perception check. You're trying to make your dark vision work with some light behind you, and there's not a lot of natural light here, and it's too dark to see what's in there.
All right.
I mean, you still need some light for dark vision to
Yeah.
work, and it's like pitch black.
Okay. All right. I will sneak back to them and be like, the guard is sleeping, so be very quiet. And let's go right around this corner to the left, because that seems to be the most highly guarded passageway from these arrow slits.
Lead the way.
All right. I'm going to lead the way around the corner onto this ledge,
Okay.
hoping that they can be quiet enough to not wake a goblin.
I would
mean,
love it if everybody would now roll me that stealth check.
Oh boy,
As you,
that's my favorite part.
18.
I think we have a few people rolling with disadvantage, don't we?
I am. Unfortunately, one of those was a natural 20, but I did get a 13.
Adelina's pouting because she doesn't want to sneak, but I got a 19 with a bonus.
You're not pouting that hard.
it's okay.
She's pouting so hard that she's silent.
You
Adelina,
can't reach him
it's-
anyway.
It's a game, see?
The sneakier you are, the more of them will still be there when you get there in order for you to kill them.
Oh, okay, that's a good point.
Gaggle up and kill them all at once. Be a lot more fun.
That's the warrior way.
Okay, so you gaggle up on the ledge. Who's the first through the door?
Me.
Okay.
Oops.
The rogue cracks the door open and is met with a hallway.
Hi, hallway.
That goes like that. And there's an arrow slit looking right straight down at you
All right.
with that same dull glow behind it.
All right. Shh. You're still sneaking. Okay. What is this a door at the
Yeah.
to the
That's the best door I can sketch.
No, that's great. All right. Are there any traps in the door?
Give me a perception check.
I would if I could find my character sheet because I lost it. Wait, found it.
I'll cast guidance on her for this.
That's probably a good idea. Perception, you said, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, oblivious.
How does our rogue have a -1 in perception?
Because it's wisdom.
Okay.
Where's Lillian in all this? Are we still at the door, or are we following along?
My read is
We're
that
just
you guys are still gaggling back here at the door.
and Liz has gone ahead.
I was imagining a conga line of stealth, but that's okay.
So you're
I mean, if we imagine a conga line of stealth, I can roll perception. I've got a +3.
I don't know.
Or I can go back and fetch them.
Well, there's nothing to fetch them for. You didn't find any traps.
You don't know that you rolled bad on perception in meta.
True. So I guess it's up to you guys. Did you follow or not? I didn't direct you because I'm super not in charge. So
I'll defer to
what
the
would
DM
you have done?
here.
Okay. I would
Hold on,
guess
can I-
that with that arrow slit, you would probably have Lorelei scout ahead first before you try to creep past it.
All right, then. I open the door.
The door is not locked.
Lovely. Can I open it quietly?
Absolutely. The door opens up on a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're in and you can kind of see the angles, there's a set of stairs that go down over there. And then
Okay.
there's a room here. Dum, bum, bum, bum.
All right.
And if everyone wants to give me a stealth check to get up there without waking anybody up.
You know the
Well, I did not go back and get them yet. Do I see anything in the room?
It is a collection of rusty weapons, threadbare clothing, and dented armor.
Excellent. I'm going to try to sneak attack this sleeping guard and put him out of my misery.
Oh, so you're going to go up and around and
Oh, yeah.
wagonk him?
Yeah, and rather than risk the clankingness that's going to come down that hallway.
Okay, give me that stealth check then.
You know in Nintendo 64 when Mario starts sneaking past a sleeping PD Piranha? That's the music that's playing in my head right now. Right before she viciously murders this goblin.
Goblin, it's not murder. It's self-defense.
Sorry.
Oh, Lord help me. I am in trouble.
Not really. I mean, he's you attack with advantage. He's incapacitated. It's near impossible not to kill him.
Okay.
In fact, yeah, it is near impossible not to kill him. So
Okay.
he is quickly dispatched. And quietly,
Excellent.
with a natural 20 on your stealth check,
Okay. At least I had something going for me.
I'm going to just rule that there's like nothing to it. He's not just surprised. He's like, his children are surprised.
To find out they have no father.
Yeah.
Yes. Right,
The
come on.
assassination was so great they ceased to exist.
Now, at some point later, we'll have to discuss the
In fact, his children expired.
yeah, we'll have to discuss the change in evil races that D&D has had over the years. But we're not doing that tonight. That's a derail.
Uh-oh. All right.
Well, he hadn't actively attacked you yet. This isn't truly self-defense. This is actually murder.
It's murder of someone who is a part of a gang who are kidnapping and doing other nefarious things. So I can pretty safely assume he's not a good guy.
That I will not argue with in any way, shape, or moral form.
It,
All right,
it
I'm
was
gonna go back and get
it was
my.
definitely a chaotic neutral action, I would say.
Either way, you do gather up the party. You've had a chance to kind of gather in this watch room and plan to continue your quiet delve below.
Yes.
Okay, I'll put some more stuff on the map. And then I believe there's going to be...
I'm pretty sure he would have shot us through that arrow loop if he had seen us. Make me guilty about a goblin.
I'm going to be hearing about this for weeks. I know this. I know this.
I mean, you never know. He could have just been one of the sewer cleaning crew who was just taking a quick nap. Did you actually...
because look at the filth around this place.
I never said he was good at his job.
It turns out it was a break room for the sewer cleaning crew. Murderer.
The one sewer cleaner comes back and is like, "Hey, Fred, back from working hard or hardly work. Oh, God, you're dead."
Oh no, who's going to tell his children?
Wow.
Fine, you go first next time.
Do you really want to send the ADHD elf ahead?
Maybe.
Probably would be smarter to send Adelina first, if that's what you're hoping for. You-
All right, so what do we got? We got some stairs.
Yeah, so there's stairs that go down. 2 flights worth, and then the hallway continues, it turns. And you can tell when you hit this part of it that you've gone under the sewer line.
Oh, cool. All right, would you like me to sneak ahead again?
Roll me a perception, whoever is in front.
Lorelai.
Ooh, Lorelai.
All righty.
She's sneaky. She just doesn't notice much.
Ah, see?
Nice.
Yeah. That's
terrible.
not bad. You can hear arguing beyond the door in this room. Now, as you come into this space, this room is filled with has 6 tattered straw-stuffed mattresses lying about. A couple of small foot lockers that are, broken or rusted. Piles of hay that have been rotated slightly. Smells of sweat and unwashed goblin.
Oh god, it was the break room.
Okay, and so the talking is behind this door here. This door.
That door.
Okay. Shh. Listen. Can I hear anything carrying on there?
Yes, 2 distinct voices. One of them keeps insisting about dragging things over the door, and the other one keeps insisting that they need to plug the door with cloth and sheets and unused clothes.
They want to plug the door, but they don't know we're here. So what are they worried about? I say we burst through.
Yes. Yes, we should do that. Yes.
Should I prepare a surprise?
Lovely. I would love a surprise.
What
What do the
surprise?
voices sound like? Are they like goblinish?
No, not that kind of like a squeaky, scratchy. More, there's definitely two rough sounding voices. Lower, probably male. A little hoarse from shouting, maybe.
Well, I was going to say, in theory, with a glass jar, some blasting powder, and a bit of fuse, we could jerry-rig a makeshift flashbang.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I had an idea. Maybe they might have information before. Okay, no. I know. Usually, my first instinct would be to ask them, but
Ask them a question.
yes. Haha.
Oh. I'm sorry, Wings. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not sorry at all. And we know that.
I know usually that I absolutely love to just go right in a fight. But then I'm also thinking that these guys don't seem very important or very strong. So maybe we can get information out of them if they're willing to. Perhaps.
I
They'll
like the way
become
you
willing.
think,
I agree. Take a prisoner.
I like the way you think, Adelina.
So
All right.
I should try to prepare that flashbang to catch them off guard so we could catch them easier.
I'm pretty sure if Adelina just kicks this door down and we run in there, it sounds like there's only 2 of them. If you set off a flashbang, it's likely to attract more than we maybe want at the moment.
I
can
think
just-
that flashbang or no, it might attract any attention.
I can just knock and ask them if they know anything right now.
Love to see that. I would love that. I think that's what you should do.
Okay. I'm
Actually,
going to.
I have a better plan. You knock
Okay.
and stand ready.
Okay. I have my hand axe and I'm just going to just
Oh god.
Okay, third, by the way, if you're, you have, I just took, because you asked me for help with spells, and then you said you had it, so I didn't double check you. You know up to 18, but you prepare 2 of them.
Yes, I have
Okay.
2 prepared.
So remember, doing things with your gadgets qualifies as that's your spell casting.
Yep.
Okay, cool beans. So that would be, you were thinking like Sanctuary was your flashbang?
No.
Okay.
I actually thinking like taking a glass flask that I think I have in my inventory and some blasting powder, fill it slightly, light it, toss it in the room, and
Oh,
when
okay.
the powder lights it,
Yeah, this isn't spell casting. This is rule of cool bullshit.
this is engineering.
This is. Okay, so Adeline is standing ready. Are you attempting to make that flashbang on the spot?
I would probably need a few minutes, but nobody seems to want to do it. So,
Okay, so that's off the table.
I mean, is that off or on the table? I need to know because I've got the glass and flask
I
right
need
here.
to
I'm
know.
about halfway through.
I
I'm
mean,
about halfway through making it, guys.
if the DM's gonna allow the flashbang, I am all on board for using the flashbang, but don't use it until we're ready.
He's welcome to try.
I mean, like I said,
Gonna blow us all up.
it's like I've got the material right here. We've got a 60% chance of surviving.
Great. I'm gonna take a few steps back down the hallway the way we came because I think you guys got this.
You know, Lillian, I don't know if I like those odds.
I'm sorry, what? I'm about 3/4 of the way finished.
Let's table this for now. And after a little bit more testing, we can try this in the field.
Are we not in the field already?
Well, testing probably
I'm s-
shouldn't happen in the field.
I'm sorry. While we're having this argument, I assume enough time has passed that either Adelina has already knocked on the door or that I have already finished this.
I have
I thought-
Adelina has. Sorry, go ahead.
Is Adelina knocking on the door or is she standing by while someone else knocks?
We've reached.
Well, I have the hand axe behind my hand. I turn to my party and I'm waiting until we figure out the flashbang. And
So I've already put it together.
okay,
It's like,
Oh,
look,
go,
I have
go,
it
go,
right
go
here.
now.
I'm just gonna
Close up.
knock and just say, I just want to ask you a few questions.
We've got you doing it now.
And Adelina's just gonna see what their response is gonna be.
That's a dang good question.
They don't. I'm attempting to hide my hand axe behind my back,
Okay.
and I'm just like,
She sounds quite harmless. I think they should investigate.
Process. Who's there?
um,
I,
I'm.
Would ya?
My name is Adelina Death Run, and I just wanted to ask you guys a couple of questions. I mean you no harm for now. Yeah.
Come in peace.
Can somebody please put this in quotation marks for me so I can save it?
you hear some scuffling and the toss of a tool of some kind off to against the stone floor of the room. Why don't you who are you with?
Now, I'm trying to imagine how my character is gonna react.
I am
I
now
was saying-
hiding in the shadows down the hallway.
Adelina says, that's not important. I just want to ask a question. Could you just come out and we can
What?
have a talk?
Why don't you come on in and we'll have that conversation?
Okay.
So you open the door?
Yeah, I'm just going to open the door.
Okay. Open the door.
Throw it now.
I'm waiting. Okay. She opens the door
You
All right,
guys just
Lillian, you're
waiting.
in.
and a javelin flies over her head
Okay.
into the room.
Okay.
I like the flashbang and throw it.
Oh my gosh.
I pull out my hand axe and I'm like, I wanted to ask you a question.
And the two figures inside rush forward to attack. I need a
Adelina, close your eyes.
Give me a. What did you build it with?
Glass flask.
Well, I mean, what skill are we applying here? I think this is straight intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay, roll an intelligence check. That escalated.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Are
I'm
you?
gonna, I'm gonna claim. I'm gonna.
Oh no.
I hope so. Poor Adelina's between you and them.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll it. I burned one of your saved ones. So, okay.
Oh God.
This is great.
Fine.
Give me your attack roll with it. As you lob it in there.
It'll be fine.
So
I trust. I trust.
Famous last words. It'll be fine.
Lillian's really smart. She knows about like hole covers and stuff.
Okay, just give me the ranged attack roll. Let's see what happens as you lob it in
What should I roll?
there. Roll your pistol attack. That's a ranged attack.
I think that's a D8
No,
plus 3. Is it not?
no, it'll be a D20 plus 3 when you roll your attack roll.
Oh.
Yeah, not for damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, I would buy every album from them.
6.
Low roll improvised explosives.
Oh boy.
Now that's a band name. I can see that up on the
Improvised
sign.
explosives.
Low roll.
I will join that band.
Low rolled improvised explosives.
That's too long. I just like improvised explosives.
Okay, so you light the fuse and you chuck it, and it goes flying in and rolls a few times, and then begins to sputter and spit and flare. Just for rule of cool, if Momo, could you roll me Adelina's dex save?
So I just rolled like my dex pretty much.
Underneath dex, there's a saving throws box with strength, dex, con.
Oh, I see what it is. Saving throws.
Doesn't really matter. You're not proficient in dodging, so you're just rolling your straight dex. Then I'm just curious at this point. I'm just collecting data to see how this plays out. At this point, this is just fun. Okay,
Not good at all.
okay, no problem. It takes off it doesn't really explode like a flashbang. It more fires like a rocket. Right back into the doorway. At this point, I think we can now safely say we should probably roll initiative. Yeah, probably.
Does it at least hit one of the guys as they're coming up the door?
No.
At least it didn't spew fire along its path on its way in. It could have been worse.
Oh yeah,
Could have been worse.
it could have been a heck of a lot worse.
17.
Okay.
Hey, at least we're still. I look at Miss Hatchet. Hey, we didn't die, so 60%, right?
We must have done something right.
Oh boy.
Okay, so
Yet,
Lorelei
Miss
is,
Roblin.
let's see, Hatchet.
Yet.
Look, chemistry is more art than science.
19. Lillian is at 17. Well, the good news is
I
you
swear in a minute I'll stop dying.
you collectively have the drop on them. So you've got that going for you.
Are they at least so they're at least kind of surprised? Like, what the heck was that?
They're actually more surprised by the presence of a woman in the sewers right now, where one is not part of their gang, than they are your improvised explosive. But they're not too surprised as to fight back. So there's a door there. There's a door. Here. And then there's the rest of the room. There are barricades all over this doorway.
What are they doing?
Boink. And then I'm going to zoom in so that I can actually get everybody on here. And then for the record, unless I'm mistaken, the door, there's actually a giant and a human.
I'm sorry?
Well, small giant.
There's a small giant, so just a person?
Well, bigger than a man should be.
I see.
It's in the large category.
Ah. Oh, okay.
It's not
so
medium.
So like 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
What variety of giant are we talking about?
Garden variety.
At first level,
Right.
the big kind.
Great. Okay.
Okay.
I just, it's not like a furball shrunk down to human size, right?
No. So giant.
Goody.
Are
And
there rocks ahead?
then there's Krentz, and the door is open. And I
Right.
have Adelina standing in the doorway. And I will assume that Hatchet has her back. Lillian is there. And Lorelei is back taking cover.
Yeah, you betcha.
Does that work?
I don't know if we would have been that close if we were throwing something over Adelina.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably.
That works. The good news is you have...
I am going to hold my action.
Okay.
rather than vaulting over my colleagues.
That works for me. Unless you want to fire off... Well, you could move into a ranged attack area.
No, thank you.
Okay. That'll work. What's Adelina
Two
doing?
blades is better than one arrow.
Who threw that javelin?
That would be the giant directly in front of you.
Get him!
I am going to roll to hit. Okay, sorry. I'm remembering how this works. I'm gonna roll to I'm just going to go at him with my hand axe
You're just
because
gonna-
I am very upset.
You're just charging in.
Yes.
Okay. Adelina charges forward, but tucks her head and just rah, straight at him. And hits repeatedly, but never seems to land anything that shakes it. Like, the axe hits it in the arm, it lodges in its boot, and it's not exactly what one would call an effective assault. What's Lillian going to do? As she has a clean line of sight into the room, can see the giant for sure, can see the other human, and you almost recognize that bald head with the tattoos.
And oh, that's who Krentz is. Got you. I've got line of sight of the giant, and I can see Krentz.
Sure.
Can I see behind Krentz?
Sure.
Oh, there's something I want to try. I'm just not sure if it's in character.
Okay.
I'm going to face step
Okay.
directly behind Krentz.
Okay.
Point blank, I'm going to have my matchlock drawn on the back of his head. I want to roll intimidation to say, how about we just have a little talk instead? Just a little talk.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that intimidation check.
5.
Okay. You warp up behind him and level your pistol and growl at him in your most intimidating way, and then your voice just sort of like cracks at the end. How about you just stop and we have a talk?
Yes.
Now, the good news is talking is a free action, so you could still shoot him if you would like. As he half turns, and you can see he's fully going to stab you in a second.
Do I get advantage for being point blank?
No.
$21.
That'll hit. Give me some damage on him. Jeez.
10.
Apparently he should listen to you.
Oh shit!
Did you
Blew his head off.
you do just oh my goodness.
Nice.
We're not.
What are
Hey,
his kids? Ah!
hey! This was in self-defense.
So you
Clearly-
squeaked at the end and then just headshotted. Perfect.
He was going to attack me.
Yes.
He was reaching for his sword, I swear.
Oh no.
Oh,
I mean, he was.
He was.
Oh shit! I should have said non-lethal.
Oh, great.
I
Now
wasn't-
we've been trying to
I mean,
interrogate a giant. This
Can
is
he
not
say
to work.
can he say non-lethal now? Because it would be
No,
really
no,
it would
no.
be really freaking badass to like squeak at the end of it and then like the guy totally doesn't buy it and then just shoot him in the leg.
Just pistol whip him into unconsciousness.
Oh, no. He's very dead. He's so
no. He's
dead.
Late.
So dead.
All right, now try and
Lily
intimidate the other
scraping
guy.
Brains off her face. That's good. Okay.
No, I think from my position, Adelina and the giant probably. It's like,
Right.
no, I'm just like, oh shit, my finger slipped.
Natalie would be like, "Oh my god, that's so cool! Oh my gosh, Lily!"
Giants. Hello. Giants.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of which, what's Miss Hatchet doing now?
She's just like staring.
Around the door?
Yeah, she like I think that she's just got like this
Yellow light.
Like this-
Yellow light.
I think she's just got like this big like wide eyes like well
I need 5. I need 5.
I mean I need a bathroom break so
So yeah,
Okay.
can we take 5?
We can totally take a 5. We'll be back in 5 minutes, folks. We're all going to catch our breath, refresh our water, and see how this combat ends.
Woo!
That's a good one.
We left off on an Office-esque moment after a cascading collection of failures led to one dead enemy and a deadpanned Office-esque stare into the camera from Miss Hatchet for her action, which is then going to be followed by her doing what exactly?
She just mutters under her breath, amateurs. And she's gonna take a step forward and God, I have 2 spell slots today, guys. 2 of them. 1 and 2. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend one of them on this guy. She reaches forward and she just puts her hand in the middle of this guy's chest. And she's gonna cast Inflict Wounds on him. And I need to roll for it.
You got to hit first.
Natural 20
That'll hit.
for a 25. Here comes 6d10 damage.
And then his head blows up too.
31.
Oh my god.
I didn't question him.
31 necrotic damage.
Ooh, gross.
I have a question.
I'm processing, but go on.
Is 31 enough to drop him?
This is going to be as bad as the shot to the back of the head.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's
Well,
very
here's
dead.
the thing. With weaponry, you're supposed to be able to say, I'm not doing lethal damage. But rules as written, you can't do that with spells.
Nope.
I've got flavor text for this if you're
Oh, please. Please bring it. We all...
she reaches out and just grabs him, and like dark veins spread from the place where she grabbed him and like goes up his neck, and then those veins start to glow golden, and then like from the veins the gold spreads to his entire body, and then he dissipates into a cloud of golden dust.
How much is it worth?
Turns
sorry,
to
that-
dirt. It turns to
that-
dirt afterwards.
That should have been a
Wow.
worse question.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm actually also going to give you your 2 hit points back.
Wow.
Yeah, you critical cause wounds. Yeah, like you literally suck the life out of him.
Her eyes glow golden for a second, and she takes a deep breath and then lets it out. And she says, "So what have we learned?"
Not to piss you off. That's what we have learned.
Damn
I
straight.
learned that my gun actually works. I just made this last week. I haven't
Sorry.
tested it.
That's out
Lillian
character
and Miss
laughter.
Hatchet are so cool. Wow. 1 hit shot. Oh my gosh. How did you do that? Oh my gosh. And Adelina's just freaking out because you guys are
I guess I
awesome.
can go into the history of how gunpowder was discovered and how I
Oh my
fashioned
god.
this
Well,
myself.
what were these guys afraid of? They've barricaded these 2 doors, yeah?
No, just the northern
were.
door.
They were afraid of us.
Okay, so there's 2 doors exiting this room.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna
Which door
come into the
were-
room first of all.
Which door did it appear like they were trying to barricade?
The one with the big red stuff in front of it. That's
All right, then we don't go through that one.
Okay, I'm gonna go listen at that door though and see if things are approaching that we need to worry about.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, but I suck at those.
It's not my fault you used wisdom as your dump stat. You made this character.
I did.
You can't even blame me for this.
No, I know.
You wanted a 16 charisma. This is what you get with it.
That's what you need for being an entertainer. And it helps with deception.
Yes, you're a talky rogue. Not a wise one.
Well, you know.
That's what the cleric's for.
Right. See?
I thought that's what
why
I was
I
here
have
for.
friends. We're friends, right? Can we be friends? I need a wise friend.
You listen at the door for a few moments and you don't actually hear anything. And then as you start to walk away, you're almost positive you hear a blurp, blurp, Sploop. Sploop.
Slimes? Are slimes a thing?
Okay, there's gross blooping and slurping noises coming from this door, which they were trying to barricade. So I would recommend we exit via the other door quickly.
Adelina's already.
Yeah, as is Hatchet.
Excellent. Is this door locked? Shut?
It's shut. It's not locked
The
though.
second, not the barricaded door.
Right.
Okay. Do I hear anything behind this door?
You're gonna stop the party to investigate before you open it.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Give me a perception check.
Oh, for shit's sake. Why do I even try? Okay, apparently I have no idea and therefore just open the door.
Yeah, you definitely don't hear anything. But then you notice, as you're listening at the door, you glance and you can see a large gelatinous mass is starting to rise up, but on your side of the makeshift barricade.
Gross, let's go.
We
Let's
leave.
go. Party, we are leaving.
We just left.
And you're out.
Excellent.
You're just leaving it behind. You're just hoping it does not follow you.
Close the
Hey,
door
guys, did
behind
you-
us.
Like I
Hey,
assume
did
that
you
someone
guys-
dragged me with.
It's not something to fight. It's just nasty slime things.
Liz is the one dragging you. I'm just like, hey, did you guys recognize that guy from the bar?
I might have until he
crud.
got his head blown off.
Crud. Nobody searched the bodies. Ah, what's wrong with me? Okay, I'm not going back in the room with the slime. Let's keep going.
I don't know. I think you should roll a wisdom save. Are you wise enough to not go back to check the bodies?
No.
I'm wise enough to prevent you from, though.
Yes, apparently I am.
I can respect
Okay.
that.
Sorry, guys. I'm not on my game. The goblin family thing. You guys got me all off.
You know, everyone, we're just gonna put that room behind us and never look back.
And
Until
hope,
we have to leave, and then we gotta get past the slime. But okay.
Well, hopefully this is like Skyrim, and there's like a sort of like a special
spawns.
passageway that takes you back to the beginning of the dungeon, so you don't have to backtrack
Well, I mean,
through it.
Oh yeah, we're not in the sewer anymore, so we might have to go back through there. But let's hope
There
not.
could be it could be
I would-
Skyrim dungeon rules and not Oblivion dungeon rules.
I mean, you also have to realize the DM can hear us.
The DM's busy.
oh, that doesn't mean the
Private-
DM's not
private-
listening.
The
Right.
DM is
Yes.
also the DM is also a teacher. They are a master of multitasking.
My daughter just stole my wine. What does that tell us?
Your
Your
daughter's not
daughter
long for
of
this world.
age.
Oh, I'm dying. Oh my goodness.
Oops. She is in fact of age. I think she's telling me that I've had enough.
She's not your mom.
All right, so there's all that. Okay,
They've got catching up to do. You can keep it if you'd like, dear.
as you creep your way along the hallway, or mad dash your way along the hallway,
Creeping
um,
quietly.
you notice that there's a set of stairs that go up into a room beyond where you are. I would love to know the party's demeanor as they approach the stairs.
Me sneaking if I have any choice in this matter.
Yeah. I agree that sneaking is a good option.
I would love to see some stealth checks as you make your way quickly away from the black pudding that is currently congealing into a shape in the room you have just vacated.
Ugh. I'm rolling a
Towing
lot
up
of
the
natural
stairs.
20s at disadvantage. 11.
7.
That works for me.
Wow. Critical fail.
Oh no.
This is the best campaign ever.
I should have just not even bothered to stealth. I just thought, well, that's what everyone else is doing, and I
I'll
guess
just
it's
do it
fine.
too.
Perhaps I should have gone ahead. My bad.
Well, you were rushing away from some kind of a gelatinous shape
True.
that was oozing into the room. Yeah, our Sunday group often struggles with stealth as well. Although Spinny's usually the one that's supposed to be stealthy, and he never is. He's the ranger. And somehow he still manages to always set off everything they come across.
Stealth is never a matter of if things go wrong. It's when things go wrong.
Yeah, that's kind of how that works.
Look, does it really matter if you snuck in the room as long as there's no witnesses at the end of it all?
True.
Stealth by another any other means?
Would be
As
just
long as I can dodge behind some of these
Yes, you-
armor-plated ladies, I'm all good.
Just as stealthy, maybe?
Sure.
Mhm. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. As you creep your way up, the Lorelei ascends the stairs first and peers into the room. I'm going to read the box text, and I'm going to flavor it for the fact that none of you stealthed your way there. Oh. Nope, hang on. I'm going to move this there. Threadbare curtains hang on the east wall of this long hall, in the middle of which a muscular half-orc in dingy robes stands with his foot on the chest of a male human with wavy red hair. Fire burns around the orc's clenched fist and his victim cries and squirms helplessly beneath him. Once seated on a raised platform to the south is a nightmarish figure wearing black robes. You are able to watch as it glides across the floor towards the double doors in the west wall, its large white eyes following you. Its rubbery purple skin with 4 tentacles encircling its inhuman mouth flutter as it glides. It cradles and gently caresses what looks like a disembodied brain with feet. It sets the brain on the ground at the door and turns to exit the room as you approach.
They haven't noticed us?
Oh yeah, they noticed you.
Okay. Initiative?
They're not attacking you. The orc is like looking up where it's got his boot on the guy's chest and is staring at the entrance. And the big purple
Lovely.
thing is like sliding out of the room unless you intend to do something. The brain being set down behind it as it goes.
I'm sorry, did you say that the purple thing has tentacles around his face?
I did.
That guy can go wherever he wants.
I'm like, if he's leaving, please let him leave. But why is he leaving the brain behind? That's making me worried.
Lillian is checking her hand for the notes that she wrote on there. It's like, hasn't even noticed the purple thing. He's like, hey, I think that's the guy we're looking for.
I want to know what the smudged writing on Lillian's hand says.
Wavy red hair, milk, eggs.
Floops Fooglies.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this guy sees me at the top of the stairs and is looking at me with his foot on the chest of the dude we're supposed to rescue.
Yes.
What is in his hand?
Fire.
He's holding fire.
Fire. Fire. He's holding fire.
He's holding
Yeah.
fire.
Freaking great.
Um,
All right.
Hatchet's gonna stand in front of her party, and she's gonna like just lean on her walking stick and say, "Is it possible that we can talk this out?"
Okay, so you are coming into coming into the room then.
Yeah, she is.
Okay. That's fair. I will erase the doorway as it is open. I will erase the M. And I will move the B. Okay. Just, so
Eat
we
for
all
brain.
have it. Yeah, for the brain.
Hmm.
Should we set the egg timer for how long it's going to take for one of you guys to call the orc Pinky?
Is the orc pink?
No.
no.
Is it purple?
What are we trying to do today?
At this point, not die.
Tonight?
Oh, I get it. Okay,
Oh.
Wow.
yeah.
Apparently, I should have set that timer a little bit longer.
We
Narf.
need more than an egg timer. We need the, I don't know what.
Oh, you're gonna need a calendar for that one.
A calendar.
In the
Uh,
brain. Is Pinky
Let's see.
in
And this
the
guy's
brain.
name is. So I have him ready to go when the time comes. There we go. Okay. The orc kind of glares at you. Maybe if you turn around and go back the way you came.
Hatchet's gonna give eyes to her group, basically telling them to spread out. Like, Adelina, you go that way, Lillian, you go that way, to like just kind of like spread out in the room
Okay.
rather than all of us clustering together as she's speaking. And she says, well, that's unfortunate because I do believe we're gonna have to leave with that fellow right there. And she points at Floon with her walking stick.
No, this pretty boy ain't told us everything he knows yet.
I assure you he has. Has he told you nothing? Because that is the extent of his knowledge.
No, he just isn't motivated enough yet.
All right. So when Ms. Hatchet gives us the look, I'm going to just start like backflipping, jumping over like in a diagonal, like my really badly drawn line off to the side over here.
That's what
by-
that was intended to be. Okay.
Yeah. That was my path of motion that I was trying to draw.
For a second there, I just thought Third was messing with me.
No.
No, that was me. That's me drawing badly.
Okay, so going that way. Okay.
Going that way. Yeah. With some
Okay.
acrobatic flips and leaps and bounds and whatnot.
As
I am going to say I am taking this opportunity to reload my pistol.
Here, let me try something simpler. This is
Okay.
my goal, is to end up over here
Okay.
by the brain side of things, because I think I need to crush the brain thing. I don't like the brain. I don't trust the brain.
Yeah, I'm totally down with that. As soon as you start to backflip into the room, he is going to clap his hands together and wash fire out over you.
Of course he
So
is.
I would love if everybody could just quickly roll initiative to see how that plays out. Because he definitely is going to not want you to come out of the doorway. Seems like good anti-fireball squad placement. Ironically, that's exactly what he's going to try to do.
I got a 15.
A 15. That's solid.
It is 17.
Lorelai gets a 17.
I'm gonna.
Adelina came in at 8. And how'd Lillian do?
10.
10. Boink. And let's see. For its action, the brain is going to hold action until something comes within 10 feet of it.
Great. Here I come.
Because he can. Lorelai cartwheels her way across the room and then does what?
I'm stabbing the brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't trust it. I don't like it.
And that is not going to hit.
All right, I'm gonna try with the dagger then. Oh,
Okay, that will. You can roll some damage. It's going to use its held action. Since you entered, technically it would get its action first, but it's not going to have that much of an effect on things. I'm going to first attack with this and not hit. And then I need I need Lorelai to roll me a intelligence save.
oh, that one's not a bad one. Oh, what if that roll doesn't freaking out?
Ooh.
Suddenly realizing your fascination with our intelligence scores.
That's so
My
mean.
intelligence wasn't bad. It's
No,
pretty
The
good.
good news is that's
What did she roll?
Kitty 3.
Is that good enough?
no,
No.
no. Very, very not good enough.
Do you wanna
Battle of
re-roll that?
Wits.
Wait, do we have any
Yeah.
extra?
You have one. You have
rerolls?
one in the bank.
Do it. Fucking do it.
That's 2 out of 3 fucks.
Uh,
Or are we supposed to wait?
No, the joke is that this is a PG-13 stream, so we can only
Oh.
say it 3 times.
Okay. Well, the fact that you said 2 out of 3 fucks means that you said the third fuck.
oh crap!
No.
Now we're rated R.
Now we're all done. Now we're over.
No. I counted the one that I said in that. So you just used the third one. Good job. Now Adelina doesn't get.
Okay, you do make your save though.
It's okay. It's not one of my favorite words. So
Thank you,
I'm good.
Azteki. Good news is you have a few more twists of fate available to you now if you should
Oh.
need them.
We
Chat
might
is
need
way
them.
too nice.
But you did pass your save, and that makes no small difference. The next action is the orcs.
Wait, did I do my damage?
Yes, you did. I did apply it. It is hurt.
I have lost my initiative thing. Crud.
Do you need another copy of it? He said just going ahead and quickly hopping over to provide it for you as course of habit. Because that's the way he rolls. And then I'll put that back up there so I can keep track of everything. And so he's going to do his thing. I need Lillian, Hatchet, and Adelina to roll me dex saves. That's not so bad.
Oh, that's bad.
That's bad?
Uh,
That's bad.
I think I'm okay.
Okay, so the good news is nobody died.
Excuse?
Unless
Yes.
you want to, I mean, there's each you could burn some more rerolls. You have 5 twists of fate in the bank right now.
I mean, don't apply damage to me just yet. Let me know what it is first.
It'll be 7.
I'm gonna cast Absorb Elements.
Okay. Fair enough. And that eats up all 7?
Wait, what?
It doesn't. It eats up half of it.
Okay, so you take 3. That's not so bad.
It's not.
Lillian is going to take the full 7 unless you want to burn a reroll.
I would recommend it.
Hold on a second.
And Adelina takes half. Although theoretically,
Is it Sanctuary isn't a reaction spell, is it?
no.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna burn a reroll
Okay, go for it.
if I can get to the right screen.
Let me switch
Oh,
the
good.
book.
I'm not the only one that has this problem. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
I'm taking
screens.
7.
You're taking 7. That's okay though. I mean, you've got 3 to go.
Wait, do I need
No.
to take damage?
He did not catch you in the blast.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a really good save though. Can I give it to someone else?
No.
Nope.
I rolled a nat 20. I thought I had to save.
Nope, you're fine. You're all
Dang
healthy.
it.
What's Hatchet gonna do?
Oh, is it her turn?
It is her turn.
Excuse me,
Oh,
though.
that's fun.
Oh, wait, what?
Okay.
What's up, Liz?
Do I? Never mind. I don't. Never mind.
Okay.
Good. Good.
So what's Hatchet doing?
So when he cast fire at her, she threw up her coat to catch most of the fire. And when she brings the coat back down, her staff is ablaze.
Oh my.
And she's gonna beat it on the ground, casting Shillelagh as her bonus action. She'll run up to him and whack him with her flaming staff now.
Okay, roll the hit.
That's a 22 to hit.
Jeez. Okay, that's a hit.
That's going to do 7 bludgeoning damage, along with an additional 2 fire damage.
Okay.
See how he likes it. Yeah.
That'll definitely shake him up. It would suck to wipe the party on the first spell. Yeah. That would be really, really unfortunate. What's Lillian doing in this moment?
Owie, 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 owie. Drawing pistol and firing at the orc.
Okay.
Oh, Lillian.
11.
11 is actually going to hit.
11.
Okay, so now for everyone following along at home, that's max damage. Okay.
On a flintlock pistol.
Yeah.
No less.
So you're 2 for
And
2.
that's why that's why it takes a turn to reroll, and I have a chance to misfire.
Yeah. You're 2 for 2 for blowing people's, putting a small hole in the front and a big hole in the back of their heads.
Wow.
This hatchet is right. Wait, hatchet is right there.
When his head explodes, like a cantaloupe.
It's just like...
What's Adelina doing?
So, okay, I'm not sure if this is possible, but obviously I'm not going to be able to top that.
You never know.
So I want to equip my longbow, and I'm inquiring whether I would be able to still maybe hit it at a long range outside of its range of the attack that it did previously that I did not like.
The brain thing?
Yeah, the brain thing.
Brain thing hasn't done anything except snap at Lorelei so far.
Oh.
So
What's the brain thing?
that you've seen. Maybe it did something else. You didn't see it.
Oh. Well,
I don't know. I saw some pretty distinct Aquaman rings coming from its face.
Attack it with math problems.
Okay, in that case, I am just going to hit it with my hand axe.
Just
I'm
rush
going
up there and try to cleave it in twain.
Yes, I'm going to try to rush at it
Okay.
with my hand axe. And
How does that go for you?
10 plus 5.
That'll
15?
hit it. Give me damage.
1d6 plus 5.
Jeez, you're a beast.
That's why Adelina likes to just hit things.
When in doubt, squish it hard.
Yes. I guess it's a total of an 8
Okay.
damage.
Definitely, you can see where it's losing speed as bits of flesh have been hacked from it, and it's squirming around, and it turns its attention to its most recent attacker.
You chopped off its medulla oblongata.
Yeah, it no longer has any. It's lost that part of the brain that makes it double check its thoughts. It just goes right with instinct now.
You cut out the part where it remembers its family and kids.
Yeah.
How dare you?
This is gonna get messy.
Uh-oh.
I like that.
Okay, so it rushes at Adelina and actually starts to climb up her body and just begins to claw into her repeatedly as it goes. You're going to take 8 damage from it. And then I need you to give me an intelligence save.
No, I have a penalty for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Oh no. That's a 7.
Do we have any rerolls?
You have a couple.
I would use a reroll or 2 on this one.
Let's go Team Monster. Yeah, everything seems to be doing max damage this round.
Okay, I will I will use one of my
Twist the
rerolls.
fates.
Twist of fate.
Twist the fate. How does that turn out? We're all staring at the dice roller. You improved.
Oh boy.
By a lot?
Hmm.
Did we lose Momo?
By enough?
I got
Okay.
an 8. Sorry.
That's okay.
So I improved by 1 point.
Woo!
Oh no,
Alright,
it's not happening.
Do we get one?
What's
one
your
more
base
roll on this?
intelligence?
My base intelligence is a 9.
Okay. 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 Let's
Don't worry, if you survive, I'll save
hang
you.
on. I gotta roll something here. Actually, here, let me do this. Momo, can you just call high or low?
Higher, I guess.
High. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that works out for you actually. Rolls of doomed hope. Yeah, that's kind of how that works. Adelina grabs the brain and throws it across the room from her. And it skitters a few times, and it seems actually like whatever it did, thankfully, did not work this time.
Oh, good.
Lorelei, it's your action.
I will pursue the brain and try to stab it.
Like you did with the gazer.
Yes. How's an 11 do?
11's not going to hit it.
Nope. I'll try the dagger. Oh, nope. I flail wildly and miss.
You do. Hatchet.
Okay. Thorn whip.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That does.
17 to hit.
That'll hit.
So it grabs it and then pulls it towards me.
Yike.
Up to 10 feet closer to me.
That it does.
And it takes a d6 of piercing damage. I'm just double checking.
Yep.
All right. Doesn't do anything else. It's fine. 5 damage.
And that squishes it.
Oh,
Yay!
Yay!
oh, good. These things are capable of some nasty shit.
As you are the one that has killed it, I'm going to send you a quick message with a blast of insight you get.
Uh-oh.
I got plenty of insight with that orc, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Yay, cleric DPS. So,
What is the flame-haired gentleman doing?
he is ecstatic to see you. So are you with who are you with?
Volo sent us to fetch you.
I'm here with Liz, Miss Hatchet, and Adelina.
Lorelei.
Lorelei, sorry. No. Yes.
Hang
sorry.
on, let me do you a solid here.
Hold on, like, so yeah, you've got the character names on the left except for Liz.
There we go.
There you go.
We will fix that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is the first half of that message in character knowledge or out of character knowledge?
Oh, that's all OC.
Oh, okay, cool.
But I thought Wings would appreciate that.
I do, in the worst way possible. she Hatchet still has orc brains on her face, and she just kind of wipes it off and like looks at the blood on her glove, and then very kind of nonchalantly takes her walking cane, leans on it over Floon, who's laying on the ground, and she says, "Floon Blagmar, I presume."
Yes, and Volo sent you into the sewers?
In
Not
a manner
exactly.
of speaking.
Oh
He
my.
just sent us to find you.
Well, I appreciate that. This poor soul that, well, I mean, I suppose I shouldn't say poor. Well, his brains are now a bit on the outside, which I suppose qualifies as poor soul, but he did have rather ill intent for me, so perhaps he's not as poor as one would think. Seemed to have it in his head that I was Renair.
Not anymore.
We're
In-
aware.
And that I somehow knew where the Stone of Golor was. Which,
And I assume you don't.
if I did, I certainly would have used it by now to reclaim if it exists.
As would we all, I'm sure.
Wait, what does this stone do?
Well, according to the rumors, there's a stone that will guide you to the lost, to the money that Neverember, Renair's father, had been embezzling from the city.
Interesting.
Well, I can say with some confidence that it's most likely not true. I can't imagine a Neverember being that crooked to embezzle any amount of substance.
No, of course not.
Never mind.
I have a question for you, Floon.
Yes.
Can you walk?
Yes.
Then let's walk out of here, please.
Which
you
way
happen
did
to
you
have-
come in?
Do you happen to have any band-aids?
Oh. On hand, not at the moment.
Ooh,
can it-
Catalina needs to be patched up as well.
I'm just,
Oh my gosh, Adelina, you have 1 hit point.
I'm just hurting in the corner, just sitting down and just listening to you guys.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on Adelina. For flavor text reasons, I pull out my Tinker's tools and operate them like a surgeon's sutures and imbue them with Cure Wounds and
Okay.
stitch up Adelina's whole.
I sprinkle booze on things.
That would hurt a lot.
I caught myself.
Yep.
Caught myself.
Create a flashbang of healing.
Oh, no.
Absolutely not.
No, I said I said I caught
Actually,
myself
If you
from
put
what I
a
was
little
about to say.
gunpowder on there and light it, that would cauterize it.
We have magic.
Okay.
Although I'm pretty sure that
Says-
we could.
We had magic.
Oh, I still got a spell left.
Go
That's
ahead and
very
roll
good.
the dice. Let's see how much health she gets back.
That's very good for you, Lillian.
That would be 8.
Yay, that gets Adelina back in the action.
Nice. Thank you. Adelina's very grateful.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I would very much like to collect on my payment. And
Didn't we already collect the payment?
we collected the first part
First
of the
half.
payment. Yes.
Oh, okay.
But the question is,
I'm of half a mind to ask for more, considering everything that we
Which-
went through.
which
That
direction?
orc is of no mind.
Which direction did they bring you in by? The
I,
way we came in or the other door?
I don't quite recall. There was a bag over my head the entire way.
Useless.
Hatchet's gonna.
Can I roll perception to see if I can detect a means of exit?
Well,
Like, say, sense a breeze or see light that appears to be coming from the surface?
roll it. Just, I mean,
Perception or investigation?
pick one.
I'll give a
22.
guidance on that.
Yeah, let's really go crazy with this.
Why not?
Let's definitely find if there's a way out.
22. How about a 24?
How about 24? Well, the way you came is a very long way back that you're trying to avoid. So you definitely do some thinking, looking around to see if you can avoid it. You also note that the double doors here are the ones that large tentacled thingy went out. So you definitely are prone not to investigate in that general direction. And you're able to find, without putting too much work into it, that there's a hatch underneath a loose stone in this room here, which I was off by one bloody square. Darn it.
All right.
Well, hatches tend to go down.
It does go down.
Do we want to go down?
But
Do-
it's not more of this. It's definitely a handmade construction.
like an escape route.
Possibly.
Down? Not really the way we want to go.
I mean, what other way do we have?
You can fully backtrack, or you can follow the tentacle thingy into this room.
No thanks.
Leroy Jenkins.
I'm still hurting. Also, we should probably just. Ow.
All right, let me go peek in that room with the slimy thing and see what it's doing. At least gauge if we could bolt past it or not.
I have 3 health.
Well, it's worth a look. I'm gonna go back and like peek through the door
Okay.
if I even get that before I see slime oozing somewhere.
You start to give me a perception check. We really have to help you on this one, by the way. The rogue should not be taking a penalty on perception.
That's,
that's
why you've
perfect.
got.
Oh my god.
Oh. Okay, no problem. The rogue takes off of her own volition to go investigate. You don't need to take a torch with you. You have dark vision.
Right, yeah.
You don't.
Great.
You don't need to do any of that sort of thing because you got this.
I got it.
In fact, you're glancing over your
Excellent.
shoulder at everyone, shouting back, "I've got this. I'm fine." And you turn back and completely fail to miss that the hallway has this weird shimmering barrier in it that you then walk straight into.
Awesome.
And you immediately feel the acid burn your skin as it begins to suck you in.
Yikes.
As the gray ooze has meandered its way along, you do have the opportunity to notice several bodies floating in it as it works its way down the hall towards more.
Great.
A pair of orcs, a faceless human, and a gray-skinned dwarf that looks remarkably like the giant you felled a few moments ago. Oh, yeah. And a rogue. Give me a dex save.
Okay. The way I'm rolling. Okay. It's not my -1 that's doing me in. It's these ridiculously bad rolls.
Yeah, the 2 on that was not your best move.
There we go.
Okay.
Clueless, but quick.
Indeed. So you're only going to take, let me grab my dice. 2 damage
All right.
before you stumble back from it and notice that a large pseudopod has lashed out of the square front and is attempting to beat you down onto the ground.
Ah,
And you scramble back up the stairs. It is making its way steadily towards the sounds of life.
great.
While she's gone, can I be checking?
I'm gonna
out
run
stuff?
back down the hall.
While
Who's
she
got
was-
fire? Someone needs fire. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn
while
it.
she-
Oh,
Okay, what's up? What's going on, Wings?
while she was gone, could I have checked what was down that hatch?
Yeah, you can explore that for a bit.
Just like cautiously like peer down into it.
It's a recently carved tunnel
Uh-huh.
that goes some distance, and then there's a ladder at the end of it.
I see.
Does the ladder go up or down?
It goes up.
Uh-huh.
Good.
Well, I will have been kind of heading in that direction when I hear the yelling of burn it, burn it, burn it. And I'll run back and stick my head out of the hatch, and I say, this way, come on.
Run that way. Run that way.
Knuckleheads, get in here.
Heard them ahead of me. Go, 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 go.
Okay.
Shuffle everybody down into the hatch and then shut it.
Okay.
And like Hatchet's gonna kind of look up and say, well, let's hope we don't have to go back that direction, and then just walks over to the ladder.
You whoever's going first will push very hard at the ceiling at the hatch itself. It feels like it's a full size like flagstone you're trying to move, as opposed to a wooden hatch. When you finally dislodge it, you realize, yes, actually it is a flagstone in the someone's cellar.
She probably starts moving it and then gets some help from Adelina, and the two of them are able to get it all the way across.
Absolutely. So eventually you get pushed up and you look around, and it is indeed that you are in. That's it. There it is. You see around you a series of kegs and brewing equipment and other things that one would store. A couple of crates of vegetables that have been stockpiled in the cool underground.
All right. If I go to my mind palace, if I close my eyes, and being from this city, having been born and raised and grew up here, if I draw the line of the path that we took in the sewers, can I try and figure out where we are?
You want to Sherlock your way into like identifying your exact location.
This mustn't register on an emotional level.
Go for it.
What would I roll for this?
Survival?
Sure.
Unless
I would
you
roll
want
Streetwise if it was 4th edition, but I don't have that, so 12.
you are.
Insight.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Even if we had done insight, it would have been 14. So better than 10, but under 15. You are still in the dock ward.
Okay.
That you can identify. You don't, from what you're looking at, you're not under a major building. This looks like a personal private cellar. So you're under somebody's house in the dock ward
Okay.
with Floon.
I
I was about to say, did we remember to grab Floon?
Oh, we definitely grabbed. We've basically got like a toddler leash on him at this point. We're not letting him go.
Maybe we should put one on Lorelei.
Oh my god, just Hatchet with 5 toddler leashes. She's going to look for a way out. Getting pulled in 5 different directions.
It wasn't irrational. I just miss things.
Yeah, no one hates you.
Yeah, no, we're doing great, you guys. This is so much fun.
We are doing great. We got the guy. We just gotta get out of the cellar.
We got the
All
guy.
right,
Lillian's not even aware that you even ran off in the first place.
As you're debating where you might be, the sound, your conversation is broken by the shattering of a tray. As you glance opposite the room from where you are at an open door, and there's a halfling woman standing there, frozen in fear, her hands poised where a ceramic tray had been, and there's just a series of kegs on the floor at her feet, rolling steadily.
So sorry.
Honey, we have
Sorry.
honey.
We did not mean to be here. We are just fleeing from horrible things in the bottom of your cellar.
We're lost. Terribly sorry to intrude. We'll be on. Just show us the door, and we'll be on our way.
Honey.
Is that the way out? She points with her walking staff.
And the halfling starts to back up a little bit. In the next room, as you glance around the room, you can see a set of stairs that go up into the house. And you spot another halfling at the top of the stairs with a crossbow aimed down at you. And he's shaking as he's holding it.
All right. Hands up from Hatchet. And she says, sorry for the intrusion. We understand we're not supposed to be here, but we would very much not like to go back the way we came.
I know the guard.
I'm sure you do.
Don't move.
Did you know that your cellar connects to a god-awful nightmare of slimes and monsters?
We were in the sewers.
It what?
And we're just looking for a way out.
As Lorelei mentions slimes and monsters, the halfling woman passes out.
Oh my gosh.
Am I quick enough to catch her?
Sure. He said, debating if he wants to make you roll it. And then thinking, yes,
and then get
yes,
shot
he
by her
does.
husband.
He does want to make you roll the deck save. Because tonight's too fun not to. Click that deck save. Let's see what happens.
25.
No,
Oh.
that's pretty good. We'll take that.
All right, catch the halfling, pick her up, start carrying her toward the stairs. We just want to leave. We don't want to be here. You don't want us here. Where can I put her?
He agrees to let you up, and would like to know a little more about how you got in, and you quickly recount it. And he swears that he has a cousin in the Masons Guild, and that flagstone will be set in a way that it cannot be lifted again. He'll ask Adelina to help him roll one of his brewing kegs on top of it. Just to be a little safer about it, if you don't mind. No, don't tell the missus, but I bet if we put some of her mashed potatoes along here, that'll seal it really good.
I would seal it really well. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Pile lots of heavy things here.
Yeah. So you are able to talk your way out of that particular situation. What now? As you are standing on the street and heavier than halflings, yes. That keg is, it's a half, you could fit 3 halflings inside this keg. So lots of room. Oh, hey, Time Lord's wife, welcome. Thank you for the lurk. Now what? You're on a street in the dock area of Waterdeep with Floon at your side.
How are we supposed to find Volo again?
Said he was going to be right there at the bar.
Gonna be at the awning portal.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Grab Floon and start hiking towards the yawning portal.
Yep. We go there. Okay.
It's well past midnight when you arrive, and that just means that the party is finally starting to kick in. When you come in, you notice that they're bringing the rope up to prepare to lower another party, as alcohol has raised people's belief of their own abilities in the Undermountain, and it looks like another party is queuing up to go down and take their chances. One is still insisting that they absolutely are not drunk, at least not too drunk to still think it's a good idea. And that if 2 more, and they'll begin to realize this is folly, and nobody goes down there completely sober. Which is not accurate. Most are, because, you could die. So, it is not hard to find Volo when you come in. He is at a table near the door by himself, and he looks agitated and concerned.
All right.
As you come in, he immediately spots Floon and stands up and waves. Says, Floon, they found you. What an epic bit of luck and indeed timing. And he waits as Floon comes up and gives him a solid embrace, and they acknowledge each other.
Luck had nothing to do with it.
It had a little to do with it.
Well, the timing, of course, is fortuitous. And I am so grateful that you were able to find my friend. How did you get captured? And Floon quickly recounts the getting mugged with Rainier on the street and the brain fart.
Mix up.
Mistaken identities. That's the term I was looking for. That led to him being carried off by yet another guild or gang, as opposed to the first one. And then Rainier was involved, and he catches Volo up on it. Well, I was like, that is amazing. He turns to you. I am grateful beyond words that you were able to find him.
Excellent. Beyond words, as in coin.
Oh, yes, I suppose you do expect me to settle my half of the debt.
Indeed.
Well, I have excellent news on that front. Could you just excuse me for just a moment? I will not go out of sight. And he starts to head to the bar. And Floon,
Hatchet watches him like a hawk. Just her head's on a swivel.
Floon's like, I don't know what he's doing. He comes back with a tiefling who's dressed. She has a high white collared shirt and kind of like a paisley waistcoat. As she kind of like walks back, and her hooves clack on the ground, and she looks at Volo and looks at you and then nods. Because, you see, I'm a bit short on coin at the moment, but I have something for you, and this kind woman is going to oversee and document the exchange of. And with a great flourish, he pulls from his sleeve a parchment that he slaps on the table. You are all now the proprietors of an amazing tavern and inn to be found in Troll Skull Alley. Now, with a quick of my quill, thump, and he immediately signs the document and hands it to the tiefling. And her mark, the deal is struck, and you are now its owners. This deed is full and legally binding, is it not? The tiefling nods slowly and rolls her eyes a little bit.
This was not the
We
deal.
have to sign it.
No. No, I don't want an inn. No. This is not what we agreed on.
In Troll Skull Valley?
Troll Skull Alley.
Hatchet has a hand up to her face as though she's considering very hard, whilst everybody raises objections, and then she just kind of raises a hand, and she says, "We were expecting coin. However, Waterdavian real estate has the potential to be very lucrative."
That's the girl. And he slaps you on the shoulder. I'm glad you would. And then he's cut off by a Volo. We're going down. Yes. I'm glad you thought of that. Now, if you'll excuse me. And he turns and he immediately starts to push his way through the crowd towards the rope line down into the Undermountain. Researching for a book, you understand?
This is not agreed upon. We will discuss this later.
Forever in your debt. Oh, yes. Here's my coin.
Us.
And you watch as he and 5 other people are lowered down into the other mountain.
Sorry,
Out of character.
He bails, just like, bye.
In chat yesterday, I was like, funny idea for a side quest. You now have this crappy property. And it's like, no, we want to give it back. And he's just, too late, I'm dead. And your response.
Oh.
Wait, so do we have an inn now?
Yes.
You have it in for
and
somebody.
Sorry.
Ah.
Great.
Mhm.
Right.
I should have suspected something.
Don't hate me. I didn't write this book.
Uh,
Hatchet
God.
begins to scoop up the deed, and she says, "Unfortunately, it seems that we will have to remain business partners for a little while longer until we are able to liquidate these assets and properly distribute
Can I get?
the earnings."
Can I? Can I roll knowledge history to? I'm trying to think of the word. Book vat of useless knowledge for real estate in that area. Like, how boned are we?
That's it's hard to say off the cuff. It really depends on the property itself. The tiefling looks over the document and places her thumb on it, and you watch as there's a flare as a wax seal is formed, and around the rim of it, it has her name, which is Anika. Actually, Anika Balanced. Nah, screw that. Anika Oathbound. There we go. I like that. That works.
Makes sense.
It also has the day's date.
A little on the nose.
Yeah, well, she's a good lawyer.
That's tieflings for you.
It wasn't a family name. It's an earned name. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
It also has the day's date on it.
Are you looking for clients?
At the moment, no. Master Volo has me very well occupied. Now,
I'm sure.
I think it's important that we note that your property is yours for no less than 30 days, as the standards of deeds within Waterdeep do not allow their transfer outside of that.
What does that even mean?
It means you're not liquidating this tomorrow.
Right.
So we have to hold it for 30 days before we can sell it.
Well, you could default it to the city prior to that.
I think we'll be holding on to it for a while.
If you come with me, I believe it would be fair to show you the property you are now the proud owners of.
Great.
As we're moving towards the property, like what was it that he promised us? Like 10 gold?
He paid you 12 in advance with 100 total or 25 each.
Promised later?
Yeah.
Can just a little bit of role play between me and Miss Hatchet, like,
Okay.
hey, what exactly is your plan here?
Well, like out of character, we basically just got real estate in the middle of an enormous city. Like, regardless of what state it's in, it's probably going to be worth some money later down the line.
It's a good place to hide out while we find the rest of this money.
I suppose,
also-
but like, I don't know if like property in an area called Troll Skull Valley.
What do I know of Troll Skull Alley?
Still an okay place to hide out.
It's not a bad part of town. I mean, the alleys. Well, you actually own Troll Skull Manor, which is the tavern in the middle of it.
Is there alcohol there?
It's a tavern, or was.
We now own the property for which a street has been named. It's historical.
What an optimist! I love
I
that.
mean, like, not to be rude, Miss Hatchet. This seems unlike you.
While she's discussing this, she kind of leans forward a little bit, and she says, "How do you mean?" And her holy symbol becomes visible, and it's the holy symbol of Waukeen, who is the goddess of trade and merchants.
Ooh.
You're a Ferengi.
You know what? That's pretty darn close. It's if a
Oh my
Ferengi
gosh.
was the Mandalorian.
Hey, you know what? If you manage it and you just send me my cut and I get a room and I get everything I want to drink, I'm good.
Excuse me, your holy symbol is showing.
Anika will keep you walking along. I would not be overly concerned. There's a bookstore in the area. There's a collector of magical trinkets. There's a weapon, a blacksmith, a tinkerer. I suppose you'll find quite fascinating neighbors.
I hear everything but a tavern. Sounds like we'll have very little competition.
Indeed, you should not. Although I should mention there is one small thing you may consider. And you turn the corner and you see the building that for which the alley is named, the once great Troll Skull Manor. Was a 3-story building. And you can see there's a set of stairs that lead up to the second floor to separate it from the tavern on the main. The second and third floors have been ravaged by fire and are mostly charred walls now.
Great.
You see, she continues, there's been a bit of difficulty in refurbishing the building since the fire. You see, the matron of the brothel that was the upper 2 floors was killed in the fire, and, well, she has decided not to move on.
I see.
Okay.
So I suppose you could call it a bit of a project house.
Are there still
I
living?
feel like we've got
Are there
the poor
rooms?
end of the deal on this.
What's inside? Let's go in.
Are there beds? Also, I think we all need to have a long rest at some point.
Oh, for sure.
I think she
So,
just
yeah.
mentioned that this place is haunted.
That's
No.
not going to be an issue. Says the cleric.
Fair enough.
All right, go in.
I want to
What's
smash
inside?
cut to us standing in the interior, just like after Hatchet says something really upbeat, like, this is, look at this as an opportunity. And then smash cut to us inside the building, and then just like a board falls from the ceiling.
Well, it's a good thing I was trained as a carpenter. Or I have carpentry training. I'm just gonna lean over to Adeline or Lorelei and just be like, This is the same Miss Hatchet that we ran into earlier, right?" Like at the bar.
You let yourselves into the main floor, which is a tavern. There's a large hearth. The bar is still there. Broken furniture lines the floor, is in every direction. It is not in good shape. But you can see that the woodwork here is not bad. There are a few holes where you can see up to the upper floor above you. And you have some time to kind of collect your thoughts. There definitely is room. You could camp down here if you wanted to. You can see the passageway behind the bar into the pantry and presumably the kitchen.
Is there still a kitchen?
Yeah, there's still a stone hearth in there. Did you work your way in and look around? There's a hatch behind the bar that leads down to the cellar. Also a good place if you need to camp out. Checking.
Are there any loose tiles that lead sewers?
Gotta double check.
Not a bad
Okay,
idea.
good.
To double check.
I do actually have a set of carpenter's tools.
Whilst we're like wandering around the house, Hatchet grows quiet, as it seems the extent to which this place is dilapidated is settling in for her. But At any point, if somebody comes up to her, she's kind of muttering to herself, and she's like, "And the gambling table can go over there."
Okay, I'll put it just.
I'm gonna lean over to Miss Hatchet's like, well, I'm kind of looking at the structure of this place, and the structure seems sound at least.
If it's stayed up for this long, even after a fire.
I mean, I've only looked at the first floor. I haven't really inspected anything else.
I love how this is like the player version. It's identical to the one that's not the player version. Other than it's lower res. Hang on, let me fix that. Let me get a higher res picture up here for the main floor.
We bought a tavern. I want a tavern. We have tavern at home. We bought a zoo.
Kind of. The one difference between the two, because this map is not accurate.
Wait, where can I find this?
It's on slide 3. This is the main floor. But the big difference is, let me make sure I'm remembering the modification I made. And I'll sketch this out for next time to better represent it, because I'm making a few of my own twists on the story here. Right here is a staircase that leads to the upper floor.
Ah, okay. Rather than the staircase being outside on the street.
There is an outside stair, but there's one inside here as well that leads to the upper floor.
Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong page.
And it is still
like that.
intact-ish.
All right.
And there's a landing above and everything.
Okay.
As you approach the stairs, hello. Was that really necessary?
I couldn't see it.
You can
What are you doing?
you can zoom in, you know.
I thought that I did.
No, you actually just
Oh, I can't
resized
see
it.
What did you do?
Yeah, now I can see
no.
it.
You
And now the
re-
staircase is
you
in the
I can't
resized
see
it and
it.
moved everything.
Hey,
Okay,
don't underestimate what a
it.
dwarven trained artificer can do.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so there's the staircase. Right in the
I
middle of the
imagine-
tap room.
Like in character, we've actually like laid out the blueprints of this place.
Well, you haven't explored upstairs yet.
I want to explore behind the bar. Is there booze behind the bar?
Broken
Oh God,
bottles.
there's a hatch.
That's down to the basement. Broken bottles, empty casks. Anything of value has been stripped long ago.
That sucks.
Do you think that halfling family, they were tavern owners or they were winemakers?
He was brewing beer in his basement,
Hmm.
probably for personal use.
Hmm.
Or maybe he was maybe he was planning to take it out and sell it.
Ugh.
But
Ideas.
Hatchet flips through the blueprints and opens up the basement, and she says, "And I think the fighting ring can go down here."
Ooh, now you've piqued my interest.
as you
I
suggest
thought I might.
suggest that the hatch shuts.
Probably the ghost.
I really want to have mage hand so I can just open it again. Should I? How do I play this? Should I disbelieve? Let's willingly disbelieve in this ghost. Hatchet doesn't believe in ghosts.
Okay.
Oh no, I totally believe in ghosts. Well, I'm freaking elf.
Just got attacked by an ooze, and you're going to disbelieve ghosts.
I'm gonna disbelieve
Okay.
ghosts
All right.
Magical.
for the fun of it.
Roll the wisdom save.
Oh. Okay.
Sure.
Well, that escalated quickly.
That sure did.
Sure.
How's about a 23?
You are very sure they don't exist.
Yep.
And yet the door is closed.
I'm gonna open it again.
Oh God.
It was a breeze.
As you open the hatch,
I mean, that or Adelina's about to have a new friend.
and you start to walk down, to go down the stairs into the basement, you realize the cellar is full of casks. There's a wine rack that you can see like from down the stairs around the corner a little bit. There's a cellar. You can see the racks of wines. Casks are lined up off the other side. There's a small table that you would use to kind of organize something before you bring it up. By the way, it's all on fire.
Still?
What?
Yeah. Adelina's standing in a flaming basement.
Right.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, it's hot.
Just making sure.
Just believe the fire.
Can somebody put that in quotations for me, please? I'm gonna
I'm
quote
just
that
making
in a minute.
sure.
Just believe the fire.
I
Our
wish
new
to step out of the
illness.
fire. Actually, no. I'm just going to just close the hatch back.
Quietly retreat up, close the hatch down.
There's nothing interesting in there.
Nothing.
So where did you want to put the fighting room again?
Anybody smell smoke?
Oh, I was thinking it could go down here. Maybe we could knock out this wall right here.
Ah, yeah, that's a good idea.
Guys,
Maybe a secret entrance over here, considering that gambling on fighting rings is not necessarily legal in this city.
am I losing my mind? I smell smoke.
And as you say that, the fire in the main hearth erupts into life.
Oh boy.
What is happening?
Oh, perhaps
Ghost.
perhaps it's enchanted.
Knowledge Arcana.
Don't even need to roll it. Like, sure, there all kinds of spells could cause a fire to appear in a fireplace. Even the simple cantrip, produce flame. Most apprentices learn it.
Could I?
Oh shoot! I have thaumaturgy.
Yes, you do.
Sorry, I could have opened that hatch again.
Oh boy.
And that's when as Lillian's beginning to become somewhat panicked by the sudden presence of fire, and Adelina
It was just burned
is
not that long ago.
still somewhat like, okay, the basement's on fire. That's not normal. You look up to see a woman in a heavy house coat standing halfway up that circular staircase. And as you look at her, you can see that the flames are creeping down the stairs, burning their way into the tap room. And she just locks eyes with Adelina. You will not hurt my girls. And then the entire bar erupts in flame.
Is it hot?
It is hot.
Do we all see this?
You all see this.
Huh.
Feel the fire.
Miss Hatchet roll a wisdom save.
Miss Hatchet's pretty much sure it's not actually going to hurt.
Haunted. It's a haunted friggin' bar. This is
Hatchet
great.
will stand up and kind of like gather her blueprints and say, Madam, I assure you, that's not what we're here to do. And then she says,
We're here to conduct business.
she looks at the rest of her friends, just like around the room, and says, I do believe that we all could use a rest. Maybe we can come back later and talk about this another time.
The bar's on
Leaving
fire,
sounds great.
and she's talking casually about resting. What's everyone else doing?
Leaving. I am leaving. I am done.
I mean,
with
is
this.
I'm
also
I'm
being
kind of
sad.
I'm
Leaving.
I
kind of
am
interested.
out into the street.
I mean, not gonna lie, like I'm just kind of interested. Like, is the ghost willing to talk?
I just want to rest.
You don't even want to try to fight the ghost?
No, I just want to go
Oh.
outside.
We're
and
level
sit.
1. I'm out of spell slots.
Let's go.
I have sanctuary.
I just
Great.
want to sit.
There is an inn around the corner.
Like an actual inn? I mean, I know. Don't say you
Not
have tavern at
flaming, no
home.
ghosts, right? Yeah.
Does the lady respond?
No, she's actually mostly just holding her ground and blocking the stairs and watching as the tavern burns.
Okay.
Psycho.
You show yourselves
should
out
leave.
to find some place to rest, and all you have to do now is figure out how to get the ghosts to leave your new establishment.
I don't know if I wanted it anymore. Like that's just more fire damage. Like it was
my gosh.
fine to be. It was fine to begin with, but now we might have to knock down the whole bar and rebuild it, and that's just really expensive. Not that I'm not interested in doing so. Like, oh my god, do you know the last time it was since I was able to like construct a whole building? Like, oh my god, like since my time apprenticing up in the Dwarven Mountains.
Great.
As-
You guys fix it and I'll bring the people in. But that, I mean, no, I'm not building shit. I'm not cleaning anything. I'm not cooking anything you don't want me to, trust me. And I want nothing to do with ghosts. So I don't know. I would
Wait, that was a ghost?
The good news is, as you leave, you realize that the fire is not actually consuming anything, but it definitely will make it hard to convince patrons to come in.
Interesting.
unless we make it a theme.
Unless...
Unless.
No, I've got nothing.
Unless- Oh, okay.
No,
Sorry,
same.
I liked what-
Barbecue!
We're gonna call it the Flaming Ghost. It'll be like a fun thing to like come see the ghost.
we can call it Nine Hells
Nine
Grill.
Hells Bells.
Nine Hells Grill and Bar. I don't know. Sorry, I was still laughing
Firehouse-
about I was still
Firehouse
laughing
subs.
about Lillian trying to talk herself out of working on this place and then subsequently talking herself into it, and Hatchet not needing to say anything.
Oh.
I'm not
So-
gonna lie, like
Something.
totally out of character. That is just me to a T. It's just like I don't really want to do this, but I mean, if I were to do it, I would go like this, and this, and next thing I know, there's no money
Yep.
in my bank
This
account.
is how
I've
we
got all
would
these
totally
parts.
do it. Yep, and
Like-
that actually gets us through this week. That's right where I wanted to
Oh.
land. It's 10:30. It's perfect timing.
Cool. But who was the guy that they mistook for Flume?
Oh yeah, we're
We
supposed
won't-
to tell him about that.
We did.
No, we
Rainier?
told Volo. We didn't tell
Rainier, yeah.
Rainier.
I think you can
Fulo.
safely assume Rainier would have found out.
Floon.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
Floon
was-
told him about it.
No, but I want to know if he really actually has
It-
a map to some sort of treasure, because that would recoup me more than my loss on this bar.
I apparently have a gem that's worth 10 gold on me.
And
Yay.
are you
Extra
off
10 gold.
here?
You also have a bar.
On fire.
Well, no, actually, once you get outside,
a
you realize
ghost.
it's not. And you
What
can,
happens if we go back inside?
it's still on fire.
And then when I go outside?
Not on fire.
And if I go back inside?
Back on fire.
Lillian's just going to be doing this back
Inside,
and forth.
outside, inside, outside. Okay, guys, I think it's only on fire when we're inside. So that can be the kitchen. Outdoor eating.
You know what? It's logical. That makes complete sense. In fact, you don't even need like a kitchen. You just throw the meat into the house.
Oh my gosh.
That's grills it right there.
Okay, so I have a little extra work for next week to do. I have to plan a contingency.
I love that so much.
Nice.
Oh my, No, Rob, you've got to let us.
Oh yeah,
You've got to let us own a bar.
and what's neat is once we finish this, it actually like I love the way this is set up because chapters 1 and 2 just make a great adventure all by themselves. So even if we don't get
No,
this,
I'm just interested in like rebuilding a bar and starting a business now.
yeah. So even if we don't get this
That's-
gaggle together to
from
do
my
any more of it,
understanding-
it's like this was
I'd
a lot
rather
of fun.
steal a treasure map and become rich.
From my understanding, that's what Deep Dragon Heist is about. Both those things.
I'm still curious about like going down into the Undermountain.
Well, that is
Like,
not
out
Waterdeep
of-
Dragon Heist.
Like out of character, I
Yeah.
should say.
I think they published an official thing for that, didn't they?
They did. It's the sequel to Waterdeep Dragon
Yeah,
Heist.
Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Yep.
Do I own it?
Oh,
No, I don't.
I was going to
Okay, shoot.
say like I don't think that stream has been able to see like what we're talking about this whole time.
Oh, with the map?
Like, yeah.
No, I did not throw it back up there. I didn't think we were spending that much time on it.
All right.
Silly me. Silly,
We've been
silly me.
chased out by a ghost and flames. Yeah.
We get chased out by a ghost, and then we go someplace and have a long rest.
Yes. Tavern.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Drink, dinner, sleep.
Sad for not owning the content. Well, you know, I could probably go find another book I have somewhere that has an Undermountain thing in it and modify it for 5th edition. But yes, you absolutely did. As Eric asked in chat, are they 2nd level yet? Yes, you did. You have hit a milestone. You are all 2nd level, and you are now more durable.
Do we roll for hit points?
No.
Yay!
No.
I'm so bad at it.
Well, and that's the thing is there's one of the things I understand with the mechanics is it's partially balanced around the idea that you level up, you get more hit points. And that makes you last longer in a fight, which is part of the whole bounded accuracy thing. Well, if you're really lousy on your luck, and you only ever roll 1s or 2s for hit points, like you no longer are you lose viability within game balance, which yes, you can role play around. But is that really fun?
How do you make this character level up?
We can work on it over the next week.
Okay.
We got a week to figure it out.
I just want to say somebody just got Channel Divinity.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That is
Do-do-do-do-do.
that is an option. Although, will it work?
Turn undead.
That scares them.
Yes, it does.
That does not put them to rest.
That's fair,
Better
but it's a
than
good
nothing.
backup.
Oh my god. What was that one cantrip that Ember was able to use with the copper wire?
Hmm.
What is that called?
Message.
Message. Oh my god, that's our EMF.
Yeah. Okay,
Guys,
so let's.
Are you guys ready to play Ghostbusters next session?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Is that your plan? Get her? Let
kind of.
Ah,
me see who
only
else
if
is
Miss
on
Hatchet has a
tonight.
plan, because I got nothing about ghosts.
Look,
Nothing.
she sang the Ghostbuster song. I am an engineer who believes in magic and ghosts. There is like a messaging system, messaging spell in game that we can use as like a spirit box. So why the heck not?
Oh my gosh. Hell yeah.
There's an idea.
Phasmophobia homebrew.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do tonight as we wind down the evening. I'm looking at places to send you. Indy's channel looks like it's quiet tonight, so we're not going over there. And I always double check because I know there are often games on Wednesday nights over there, and I think I felt bad because I think I missed a chance to throw people one time. So that's not an option. So I'm going to send you over to Sissy to make some noise with her. She's not playing No. Yes, I already said I was going to do that, so I'll do that. She's actually playing Witcher 3 tonight. But part of the fun of going over there is she's going to be in a long-awaited D&D game this weekend. That Pond, who was here on Saturday, has been planning for like 3.5 months.
Oh wow.
So, and Sissy's a wonderful content creator. I've been trying to get her to the game table myself. So everyone heading over there is going to have an amazing time when you get there.
Are we not gonna say our outros?
I was going to say, let's do those. Danae, you got anything fun coming up?
Hey everybody, I'm Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com and also at Danae Keener on Twitter. I run Rhyme with the Frostmaiden on Sundays over on the Indoor Adventure stream. So come and check that out.
Okay, and third, what's going on?
Tomorrow is my birthday. I'll be 29 years old. You can find me over at Third Tier Gaming on Twitch. I usually stream engineering, CAD design, fun stuff like that. Sometimes gaming. This upcoming Friday, we'll be continuing the podcast that we still haven't come up with a name with Jess Enceladus, also known as Mir on this channel. So yeah, come check it out.
Cool. And Momo, anything fun coming up?
Hi, Pumpkin Days. Thursdays and Fridays I usually play games, and Friday I'm going to be drawing myself a VTuber model for my channel, so that's going to be fun. That's what I'm up to.
Cool. And do we have another festival coming up, Liz, or are we off for a while?
We are off until there is another festival that was confirmed. Oh, I can't think of the name of it now. Ooh, Liam, the extra large leprechaun, his festival in starts with an S, but it's not Celine.
We'll figure it out. MotorCityIrishDance.com is where you would go to learn more about where they are going to be located when they get back on the festival tour this summer, which is going to be a hoot. And you can see Liz on stage in person. It's crazy. She's good. She's crazy good. And then I'll be back. I'm not streaming Saturday night, but I will be on Friday night, and I'm going to keep grinding away at Sparta.
That's where the Irish Festival is. Sparta Irish Festival is on. We just got word this weekend.
Sweet. And then Friday, I will be playing some more MechWarrior 5, and then Sunday, we're back to Curse of Strahd. And yes, I am looking at starting a third game because it's summer, and I realize I have time. So I might try to get a midday game going since I'm free during the day, and that's really good for Euro time. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I think the raid's set. Some of you guys are in there. Tell Sissy I said hi. Tell her D&D is an absolute blast. And remind her that she should be in as many D&D games as she can. So until then, thank you for coming by tonight.
24/7 D&D game.
And we'll see everybody next week as we finish up this particular story arc. And we'll see where that all lands us. Stay safe.